This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
At Homes.com, we do whatever it takes to get you the in-depth info on local schools you won't find anywhere else. Things like student-teacher ratio, test scores, and school programs. And sometimes that requires attending school recitals. So many recitals.
That's my son. Isn't he terrific?
Yeah, a real prodigy. Homes.com.
Ding dong.
We've done your homework.
Hey, it's Captain Ron, and as a Washington native, it's so important for me to work with companies who love it here just as much as I do. I want someone who calls it I-5 and not the 5, or laughs at me when I say I kind of miss the Tacoma aroma. That's why I use Pinky's Plumbing for every plumbing need I have. They're rooted in Seattle. They get Seattle. So remember, not all heroes wear capes, but in Seattle, our hometown heroes wear a big old pig on the side of their van. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, if you have a pet, it's always recommended that you get them microchipped. Now, not only will they get a sweet tattoo, but you just might be reunited should it run away or disappear. For example, a woman in the United Kingdom, she lost her cat in August of 2020. Over 5 years later, the week before Christmas, she and her cat were reunited thanks to that microchip. Meanwhile, in Michigan, Dolly Parton, not the singer you're thinking of, but the miniature donkey you were thinking of next. It escaped from the farm, but thanks to an assist from state police, Dolly was safely reunited home. And in Illinois, a man was reunited with his pet, ready for this, Ted? Ball python, after it escaped on the subway. Crews were able to retrieve the snake and return it to its owner, who incidentally was dressed as a pirate. That's neither here nor there. I just thought I'd include that because it's in the story. Now, not all pet owners are so lucky. A man in California is, quote, on a desperate search to find his missing pet, tortoise. She escaped a few days ago and has slowly avoided capture. He said he has checked the area within miles of his home. I'm like, maybe check closer. It's a tortoise. They're not that fast. And authorities, they're trying to determine if the Argentinian Timu lizard that they found in a blizzard is someone's pet or if it just escaped. Go figure. They found this big-ass reptile. It's out in the snow. They're cold-blooded. It was lethargic. Someone brought it home, warmed it up. So it's moving around again, but authorities are like, cool, where the F did it come from? No one's quite sure, but probably a pet. And keep in mind, that is a very big reptile. Not as big as an alligator, like the one that tried to eat a Florida woman's puppy. Let's just say the gator did snatch the dog, but mom wasn't having it. A fight ensued. The puppy managed to survive, and the woman, she did suffer injuries, but she said, and I quote, I fought an alligator in one. Today we're talking pets, man. It doesn't matter what your pet is. Some people have weird pets. Some people have all the normal variety. But inevitably, in the course of their lifetime or their time with you, they do something that's very memorable. Usually it's very bad or very stupid. But today we want to hear your story. So our question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, is, what's the story you will always tell about your pet?
Be a part of the big show. Call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average, and auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
At Homes.com, we do whatever it takes to get you the in-depth info on local schools you won't find anywhere else. Things like student-teacher ratio, test scores, and school programs. And sometimes that requires attending school recitals. So many recitals.
That's my son. Isn't he terrific?
Yeah, a real prodigy. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Hey, it's Captain Ron, and as a Washington native, it's so important for me to work with companies who love it here just as much as I do. I want someone who calls it I-5 and not the 5, or laughs at me when I say I kind of miss the Tacoma aroma. That's why I use Pinky's Plumbing for every plumbing need I have. They're rooted in Seattle. They get Seattle. So remember, not all heroes wear capes, but in Seattle, our hometown heroes wear a big old pig on the side of their van. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
Hiring isn't just about finding someone willing to take the job. It's about getting the right person with the right background who can move your business forward. And to find candidates who match what you're looking for, trust Indeed-sponsored jobs. Stop struggling to get your job post even seen on other sites. Give your job the best chance to be seen with Indeed-sponsored jobs. They help you stand out and hire quality candidates who can drive the results you need. Sponsored jobs boost your post for quality candidates, so you can reach the exact people you want faster. Join the 1.6 million companies that sponsor their jobs with Indeed. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results now with Indeed-sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed.
So away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4,466. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. The exciting return of your guess is as good as mine coming up at 4:30. Today it's a Super Bowl matchup. We have the 10 greatest Seattle Seahawks of all times.
All right.
In the last 50 years of the franchise. And the 10 best players of all time from the New England Patriots. You might be wondering who number one is. If you are, you don't know football. But after that, man, to be honest with you, just on paper, it would appear that over the last 50 years, the Seahawks have much better players individually than the Patriots. Not that the Patriots did not play well as a team, not that they did not have Tom Brady and Coach Belichick, but for the most part, there are some standout guys, but just not as many as you think.
Okay.
It's kind of shocking. Like, you can go like, all right, well, there's the quarterback,
But when you bring up the Patriots in their heyday, it's the coach and the quarterback. Not that, and right, they had the tight ends and all that. But when people bring up the Seahawks, it's never one player. You bring up Legion of Boom, it's like several people contributed to this, right?
Exactly.
Offensive line, several guys contributed. It's never just one person, with the exception of our boy Marshawn.
Right. And there's a bunch of players that are not on that list that I could not believe. Like, even like a Randy Moss. I guess he was considered more of a Viking for his career.
He only played there for like a season, right?
Yeah.
Is that it? Just one?
I think it was one. Maybe two, but I think it was just one.
Yeah, because he didn't win a Super Bowl. They went to one, but I think he's on that team with the team that loses to the Giants first.
Believe it or not, they do not have an elite receiver on that list.
They didn't need to.
They never have had one. They really have never had. They might have had one guy for a year or two. I mean, like, they had Deion Branch for a couple of years. So did the Seahawks. I mean, but there's really not a number. There's not a lot of big players on the list.
Welker and...
You had Welker, and you had, who's big boy?
Julian Edelman.
Or Edelman, too. Like, they're good receivers, but they never put up, like, crazy stats.
Because they weren't stretching the field. They got you first downs, right? They just kept the ball in play. That's basically it.
Gronk's probably the best offensive player outside of Tom Brady.
Correct.
Outside of Tom Brady, yes.
No question. Your guess is as good as mine. A Super Bowl matchup coming up at 4:30 on the program. And today our question, what's the story that you will always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK. We go to, where do we go to? We go to Michigan. Michigan State Police just safely returned a loose miniature donkey to her farm in Oakland County.
How big is a miniature donkey?
A miniature donkey? I don't know. Probably the same size as a miniature horse. I mean, donkeys are smaller than horses.
But donkeys are already smaller than horses, so I feel like a miniature donkey.
Is that like a dog?
miniature donkey.
And it does relate to the country music world. The donkey's name is Dolly Parton. But apparently, Dolly the donkey was in the mood for a late-night escape. That's when troopers were called in to help. Now, here's what the police said about the incident. Last night, troopers were dispatched to a home in Holly Township where Dolly Parton, no, not that Dolly Parton, Dolly the miniature donkey, had taken advantage of an open gate to her pasture. Troopers found Donkey Dolly strolling along a roadway and returned her home safely. Her owner said she escaped with another donkey named Henry.
Oh, Henry.
Yeah, throw Henry in there like it's his fault.
Well, Henry wandered back on his own an hour later.
Yeah, Henry just wanted to get out for a hot minute.
Yeah,
man.
he went. He went out, checked stuff out, then came home. But Dolly needed a police escort to figure out how to get back.
How tall do you think an average miniature?
2.5 to 3 feet.
Very good, Miles. So miniature donkeys, they are small equines, typically measuring between 26 and 36 inches tall, just so you know. Maximum height. If you got a donkey and it's 36 and a half inches tall, not a miniature donkey. Must be 36 inches or less. Now, that little tiny-ass Gary Coleman-style donkey, how much do you think that bad boy weighs on average?
Oh, 70 pounds, 65 pounds.
200 to 400 pounds.
So they're thick.
They're 3 feet tall and weigh up to 400 pounds, but they they say as little as 150, but they average 250 to 300 pounds.
I think if I,
honestly,
I think if I had any farm or acreage or anything like that,
I'd have a donkey in a heartbeat.
I would. That would probably be the first animal that I would get.
I would say before I get anything, I'd have my dog, but other than that,
exactly.
I'm getting a donkey, man. I'm telling you, Pokey ruined me, and I'm telling you, you make friends with that donkey, you and that donkey are tight.
Mm-hmm. I just want something that's going to eat all the grass, graze along, do the thing.
Would you get goats?
Maybe, depending on how they acted toward the donkey.
Goats are bastards. I truly believe that, right? Like roosters are bastards by their nature. I feel like goats are bastards too.
It depends on what kind of goat you get. If you get real goats with horns, 100% bastard.
Yeah, because they got horns.
Right, they'll try to headbutt you all the time.
Didn't Taryn have a goat that tried to mess you up all the time or something?
Yeah, it sucked.
Whatever happened to Taryn's goats?
I don't know why she got rid of the last two, but that one that had the real horns was a complete pain in the butt. But he was always headbutting people. So I think finally when she was either she was pregnant or they have a kid, they were like, maybe we shouldn't have the headbutt and jackass around.
I think that's child-proofing your home at that point.
What was the donkey's name?
It was something nice.
Was it like Doug or something?
No. It was like Boo Boo or something. Something
Boo-boo.
kind of, something you wouldn't
Boo-boo.
think of. But yeah, like if you were, I was just like, I can't stand this thing.
How many, if you're there, say 3 hours, you're going to watch a football game, you're at Taryn's place, how many times did Boo Boo come over to try to headbutt your ass?
I mean, if you were outside, it was constant.
Really?
Is he just free roaming?
He was at that time.
Okay. See, I would have it like in a I don't know, a fenced area or something, right?
Well, if
like
he's
a
going to
pet.
headbutt me, he's not a pet. Like, sorry, man, you're out, Boo Boo.
But I know another couple, and they have smaller ones.
Yeah.
Like pygmy goats. Those goats are pretty nice.
If you scream at them, do they faint?
No,
Those are specifically fainting goats that do that.
There's just certain things, and goats are weird. Is they eat everything. There's just certain things they won't eat. Like I noticed they don't eat carrots.
I get it.
Yeah,
but
really,
that would be the number one thing I would think. Like, all right, if I'm going to go over to somebody's house, and they got a goat, and I'm going to bring one treat. I would think to go and buy a carrot.
That's what I thought too. And it's
too.
the carrot. They just look at them.
And that's pretty much universal among goats.
I don't know if it's universal. I just know with Taryn's goat. I was like, is that? She's like, no, they won't eat the carrot. They eat everything else. Any kind of trash fruit.
I know cats do not like carrots or vegetables of any kind for the most part.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Someone sent us a video today. It just said, reminds me of Thrill. So I click on this thing, and there's a Black Panther. I assume that was the start. But after that, they're trying to feed.
And when you mean a Black Panther, you mean an actual panther.
The actual animal.
Not a guy from Oakland.
Not a guy from Oakland, nor am I the superhero. But they were trying to feed this actual panther carrot. And it had nothing to do with it. Kept turning its head, growling. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Told her that's my spirit animal right there.
I would not want a Black Panther as a pet after seeing the size of that thing.
No.
I mean,
no big cats,
I cannot believe that thing is domesticated.
Oh, only white panthers, huh?
Yeah, for miles.
Well, anything that's just...
But is it domesticated, or do you call it a pet?
Well...
Right? Because people have, pet tigers. They go, well, it's domesticated. I'm like, it's not. It just doesn't construe you as a threat. There is no point that I'm worried about my dog attacking or trying to kill me. Yeah. No matter what we're doing. And it seems like with the big cats, if you quote-unquote play wrong or it misinterprets something, right, it kind of rips you apart. My dog, if it misinterprets something, it just sits down and looks at me. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. My cat, Senior Larry, was huge. I mean, he was huge. But I would let him out in the backyard because he really didn't jump up on the fence too much or anything to freak me out. But a raccoon came up the fence one day when I was out there in the backyard with Larry. And I've never seen that cat. I mean, only one time did this cat do this. It leapt, grabbed onto the fence, got on top of the fence, and just hissed that thing down. I mean, he was going off. I was like, damn, Larry. You're tougher than I thought.
Well, it's weird, man. Cats kind of rule. My neighbor has an outdoor cat. And like my dog will bark at anything, will not bark at this cat because there's something about the cat's face, and I can read it too, that says F around and find the F out. And this cat just sits there, it can be 2 inches away. My dog will do nothing, right? Self-preservation. But every once in a while, when I'm outside smoking, I'll see the cat kind of prowling through the neighborhood. There's not an animal there that will mess with it. And there's a couple rats there, some big-ass raccoon. Even the coyotes are around, and like and this cat even walks with swagger. I swear to God, I cannot explain it, but when this cat walks, right, and I'll like take a drag of my cigarette, so stop for a second, look at me. And this is kind of a, hey, what's going on? We've known each other for like 10 years now. That cat is the boss. There is very little doubt about that.
They say a routine dog walk turned wild for one Florida woman when she found herself wrestling an alligator to save her puppy from the jaws of death. Danny Wright, a resident of Land O'Lakes, which is north of Tampa. It's
where they make butter.
I did not know it was a real place.
It actually is a real place.
Yes. She stepped out Wednesday with her 4-month-old Shih Tzu Dax and was near a creek behind her home when a 5-foot gator shot out of the water and latched onto Dax's collar. Now, Wright is a professional pet sitter and a former college rugby player. She says she instinctively gripped the leash and found herself being pulled into the shallow water by the gator. She managed to yank Dax from the gator's jaws and toss the dog to safety on the shore. In the process, that alligator then clamped onto her left arm.
Uh-huh.
She responded by fighting back, punching, kicking, even flipping the gator. She eventually broke free and scrambled back to shore with Dax, who escaped unscathed. The ordeal left Wright with several bites, but she did not need stitches. I was so lucky it was a smaller gator. Paramedics did treat her at the scene, giving her a tetanus shot, some antibiotics. Wildlife trappers soon captured and removed the alligator, which they expected to be euthanized. I freaking fought a gator and won, she said. Alligator attacks in Florida remain uncommon, with the state averaging just 8 unprovoked bites requiring medical care per year. That still seems That still seems like a pretty good number. I mean, the idea of being just the possibility of getting bit by an alligator, but you don't realize how far those things travel north and where they're living now. So with the change of temperatures globally, it used to be the kind of Georgia was the cutoff.
Oh, yeah.
You might find some in southern Alabama or southern Mississippi, definitely Louisiana. Sure. But now they are moving as far north as lower North Carolina.
But what I find troubling
is they already passed like Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, which to me is crazy.
But what's troubling is they're not really, they might be stalking you, but they're not trying to hide from you, right? So if you live out in the cut, you might say, yeah, man, we deal with bears, but you kind of live in bear territory. Interesting, you have bear spray, or you put a little bell on because they're going to. Gator, you wear the bell, they're like, that is a dinner bell. They do not care. Yeah. And these are not people that live out in the cut. I almost guarantee you she lives in a very well-developed neighborhood. But there's a body of water, and that's all you need in Florida, man.
And not only that, but in Florida, a lot of the communities are gated. And for whatever reason, and I don't know what it is, but they feel the need to put a man-made lake or pond on the property.
They want to attract more gators.
They're not that water wasn't there before. There's no reason to go ahead and do a man-made lake with, a dam on one end.
And Florida's not
like a levee kind of thing. That's basically what they do, so that everybody has a house on the perimeter of a lake. It's a man-made lake. Then what happens? You need to put this netting up around your house.
Right.
But that doesn't change the fact that, look, that alligator might not be in your pool. If you've seen the videos, they come up to your front door.
Yeah.
They'll knock on your door. They'll ring your doorbell. You could lift up your garage door and go out to take the trash out at night. There's a gator in the bushes, man. You just can't see it today.
Gator in them our bushes.
Yeah.
I mean, Miles has said it, but like I had a girl I knew, her mom lived in Orlando.
All right.
So we went down there once, like a day or two early before we go to Disney World. And like her, right, like I'm like 19, so her and my mom are going to go out. And they're like, she's like, you know, whatever. I was like, I used to pool. And she's like, yeah. So it's outdoor, but they're all screened in.
Yes.
Yep. And I said, why is it screened in? She's like, gators and snakes.
I never saw the alligator
and
coming.
There was a lake in the backyard.
If you live in Florida or anywhere there are gators, you have to keep your eye out 24/7. But if the Massachusetts native finds herself in a similar situation again, she expects to act just the same. Though she acknowledged she could have lost her arm, I wasn't going to let that dog get eaten. I'd end up in a psych ward if I went through that. Our question, what is the story you will always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
My story would have been different. My story would have been like, man, I was so broken up watching my dog
Dax.
get eaten by a gator when I ran home. Hello, Tina. Welcome to the men's room.
Poor bastard.
Hi.
Hola.
So I had a black lab, and a couple doors down, there was his girlfriend, another little mutt dog. I'm getting ready for work, and he came running to the bathroom, and he was whining and running back. And then back to me, barking and running towards that direction, over and over like Timmy in the well. So I ended up following him, and he brought me all the way to his little girlfriend's house where they kept the garage door cracked open so the dog could go in and out. And there was his little girlfriend with her two front paws stuck together by a double-barbed salmon fishing hook.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
So how do you think your dog knew? Could he hear the cries?
No, I'm sure I'd let him out every morning, and they would just meet up and play. That was his little girlfriend, and somehow she got into it, and he came back, and he literally whined and barked until I followed him and looked around their garage. I found wire cutters, cut the hook just so that she could be apart, and grabbed her and took her straight to the vet. But, yeah, he was not going to let it up till I followed him.
That's amazing.
Wow. It's like, you got opposable thumbs. We need your help. Damn, man.
Right.
Dogs are smart, man.
By the way, quick side note. Tina said, Timmy in the well, referring to Lassie. We did research on this, and believe it or how many times do you think Timmy got stuck in a well? Because that's everyone's go-to. Lassie barking.
I want to say he never did.
He never did. They had one episode of Lassie, and in this one episode, Lassie was stuck in the well, not frickin' Timmy. Yeah. Timmy had to run home and tell everyone else, hey, Lassie stuck in the well. Lassie gets too much credit. That's all I'm saying.
Correct.
He
But
never
it's
went to well.
ridiculous,
Timmy's like,
right?
Jesus Christ, God, why does everyone think I'm so stupid?
For 70 years, we've been thinking this Timmy kid's just dumb.
And he's like, Lassie was in the well. It was in the episode.
That was what Sunshine was. She was a border collie, yeah. But the crazy thing is I just don't see those dogs anymore.
Not much.
Yeah, and if you want a real hero dog, you look up Rin Tin Tin, okay?
He was what, Army?
Yeah, he was in a war. He was a great actor. He was a great American. I like that fake Lassie.
I don't know. Max the bionic dog got a bionic jaw. Look, man, he's working covert.
Well, they're canine dogs, but are there Army dogs?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Rin Tin Tin was in service.
Well, I know, but I mean now, currently. Like,
There's got to be a dog for something, right?
I mean, smelling bombs, something, right? Maybe not. But are there attack dogs?
In the Army?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Well, you know what? Maybe. You think about cops. They can draw a gun.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
guy keeps running. They're not going to let go of the dog. That person stops dead.
Exactly. Our question, what is the story you'll always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
With comprehensive reports on local schools you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Curious about where a school ranks in the state? Look no further. Percentage of teachers in their first or second year? We've got it. Lowest student-teacher ratio? No problem. The best cafeteria lunch in the district for your 9-year-old food blogger? Would it surprise you if we said yes? Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinkies, get to the root of your plumbing problems. PinkiesPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinkies.
Hiring isn't just about finding someone willing to take the job. It's about getting the right person with the right background who can move your business forward. And to find candidates who match what you're looking for, trust Indeed-sponsored jobs. Stop struggling to get your job post even seen on other sites. Give your job the best chance to be seen with Indeed-sponsored jobs. They help you stand out and hire quality candidates who can drive the results you need. Sponsored jobs boost your post for quality candidates, so you can reach the exact people you want faster. Join the 1.6 million companies that sponsor their jobs with Indeed. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results now with Indeed-sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed.
Ah, DSW, birthplace of the humble brag. Here, the shoes are so good, no one would ever know how little you paid. If you didn't go telling everyone, that is. And with never-ending options for every style, mood, and occasion, all at really great prices, we'll definitely give you something to brag about. So go ahead, stock up on fresh sneakers from your favorite brands, or try those boots you always secretly knew you could pull off. Find the shoes that get you at prices that get your budget at DSW stores or at DSW.com. Let us surprise you.
From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Here's a weird one for you. Wildlife officials say a lizard in the blizzard has been rescued after a man discovered the large cold-blooded reptile buried in the snow in Rhode Island.
I wonder, he must have been shoveling or something, because I Googled these things. They're basically white and black. They would kind of disappear in the snow.
Somehow. That thing survived the frigid temperatures. According to the New England Wildlife Center, Providence man spotted the tegu lizard from his driveway. The reptile was quickly brought indoors. He wrapped him up in a T-shirt to help conserve heat.
Reptiles, like a rock T-shirt. For some reason, I picture like Nirvana.
Yes. E.T. Reptiles, a reptile store based in Rhode Island, agreed to pick up the tegu and take it to an animal hospital. I believe I'm saying that right. Their veterinarians found him to be extremely weak, underweight, and not moving well. The tongue had also suffered frostbite and muscle weakness due to prolonged exposure to the cold, a circumstance, they say, that leads to a cell failure in cold-blooded animals and low temperatures. A small portion of the tongue was amputated to help with its recovery. He is now resting comfortably and finally warm, which makes all the difference. We'll be rooting for a good outcome, and we'll share updates as we have them. Center says it's unknown if the lizard escaped on its own from wherever it was being kept or was abandoned. The black and white lizards are native to South America and have become popular in the pet trade. They've also become known as an invasive species in certain states, like Florida, as more owners who intended to keep them as pets have now abandoned them into the wild, and they can grow up to 4 feet long.
That's what I wanted to know, yeah.
They are invasive in Florida. And did you guys see the stories and the videos out today? Because Florida's going through one of the biggest cold snaps they've had in years.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Correct.
But people are just going and picking these damn things up.
Oh, the iguanas?
They're frozen stiff.
Oh, yeah.
They are frozen stiff, and they're picking them up, and then they're just dumping them in the trash.
They're throwing the iguanas in the trash.
They're taking them to a place where they're disposing of these things.
All right. I mean, are they dead, or do they do their cold-blooded hibernation?
Both. But there are so many of them that they say, look, and the damage they do is enough to just like say, all right, man, just bring them in. We'll get rid of these damn things.
So there is like a Pet Solutions place that you...
But they're not pets there. I mean, I'm sure you can have them as a pet.
Sure.
But that's not the ones they're picking up. Our question, what is the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hola, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
How you guys been?
Doing good, man. Thank you, brother. How you?
This graffiti, Josh?
Yeah, Blood. How you doing?
Oh, hey, man.
What up, Josh?
Yeah.
It's been a rough weekend, dude. I lost my dog on Friday.
Oh, no.
You lost your dog?
Damn.
Yeah, man. She, me and the wife, I dropped my daughter off at the community center where she be volunteering and stuff, and came back. Me and the wife was watching a movie, fell asleep on the couch, and she was right there, and I just took her out to use the bathroom, and she's been having problems a lot lately, and hell, I just dropped $600 last week at the vet, and she, when we woke up, she didn't.
Yeah, that's.
How long had you had the
crazy.
dog?
She was 13 as December 10th.
All right. What type of dog?
She was a Brindle Pit Lab mix.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
She was Staffordshire Pit, so she was like a little bit shorter, but she was super dope, bro. She was extra chill. Like, she's the type of dog, like when you be walking her down the street, you know how dogs go ape on the other side of the fence.
Of course.
She would literally just look at me like, okay, and then just keep walking.
Good, man. You definitely appreciate those dogs.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks.
Yeah, but a couple years back, me, the wife, the kid, the dog, a couple of our buddies went down to Oregon for vacation to the beaches down there. And my dog, we had got her when we were out in Ohio. Y'all remember us moving to Ohio and all that?
Yeah.
That's when we had got her. So she's 13. And it was the first time she had been to the ocean. And, dude, like, not even second guessing it. The second I let her off the leash, she didn't pay attention to no birds. She saw that sea foam that was like 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall, and just dove into the ocean, bro. And, like, 7 of us just lose our ass, dude. And we're like, oh, my God. And she was like, I'm jumping in, man. I'm, like, looking around and stuff. And she come busting out like a damn dolphin, dude. She was in there for a hot minute. I was like, oh my God, the ocean just stole my dog. And she just popped back out and all smiles and sea foam, and I was just like, oh my God, Gracie, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, there's a lot of riptides out
heart attack.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is with dogs in the beach, because you're right, man. They just go to the water. They do. You could be throwing football. They do not care.
To go after the birds, and she said, nah. And was like, I'm going to go for the most dangerous thing here.
Mm-hmm.
The uncharted waters.
Yeah. My dog ran after a ball, and I thought that thing was going to be gone. I could see the riptide. I could see it forming. I'm like, oh, no, man. Because I was the one throwing the ball. I'm like, this is on me.
He'll never hear the end.
I got into it up just right to the bees and drug his ass out of there. But, man, I'm telling you what, it's a different world, the Pacific Ocean in Oregon, than any other ocean I've ever seen.
Sure.
As far as just, I saw, where the Indian Ocean meets the Atlantic Ocean, and it was calm. It was decent. But when you go to the Oregon coast, it's like a stepladder.
Yeah.
It's like there's not one big breaker. There might be one out there. But right where the shore is, man, it's just like these. It's just like it goes up a foot, then it goes up another foot, then it goes up another foot. It just comes in like like a rolling wave.
Yeah. It's amazing to me because I feel like every dog seems to love the ocean until they discover they don't, right? Some dogs, like, they'll get out there, they get hit by a wave, they're like, maybe it's not for me. But, like, my dog won't chase a ball. She'll play tug of war and all that kind of thing. Won't chase a ball, won't chase a frisbee. But the one thing that gets her excited, and this is her version of the ocean, are children, man. So every once in a while, my kids were younger, the dog would just beeline out of the house and jump in the car. My wife's like, F it, I'll just take her. About 20 minutes later, she comes home. My wife just looks kind of pissed. I'm like, what's up, man? She's like, I'm never taking that effing dog again. I'm like, well, what did she do? So apparently, she drives up to the school, right? And this is the get out, and this is K through 8. So it's kindergartners through 8th graders. My son opens the door. The dog's tail is now moving 1,000,000 miles an hour, explodes out of the car, goes straight to the playground. And as my wife puts it, she's now just mobbed by children. So she's like, it does not matter what I call. The dog's like, I'm having too much fun. Everyone's rubbing her belly, petting her head, all this kind of thing. She's like, it was 20 minutes of this, to the point that the teachers couldn't even get the kids into school because they're so excited about this dog. So when they get back, like I said, my wife looked pissed. The dog looked like happy as anything. And I'm like, all right, well, at least she likes kids. She's like, yeah, F that.
When I was playing football in college, there was during the summertime, most of the kids go home. But I was from that area, so I lived in Morgantown, and I stayed there for the summer. But typically, so there's nobody to help you shag balls.
Yeah.
When I mean shag balls, I mean like you kick to somebody, then they kick it back to you, and it's a little bit easier than just
chasing your own balls.
So you take a big bag out there, like a 10-foot,
especially if you're punting.
Yes.
You
take a big bag out there, man. But there was this dude. He was a I would like to say a hippie type guy.
All right.
In his Birkenstocks, and he looked like Jesus Christ. But he was part of the, I guess, either pregame or halftime show with his dog and his frisbee.
Oh, all right.
So when I'm out there kicking balls, man, he's out there just zinging a frisbee. And it was the most entertaining thing to watch that dog, man. He
go crazy.
Loved it. I mean, I don't think he might have dropped 2 that I saw, like, in my lifetime. But that guy was very chill dude, very stoned. It was amazing how far he could throw a Frisbee.
And the dog just tracks
It's
it.
amazing, how fast that dog just timed everything out. It was like, it was freaking great to watch.
Did you ever have a dog that caught a Frisbee?
No.
I had one big.
No.
It took a hot minute because I was determined, and it all started because back then I'm buying Frosted Flakes, and inside of the box they had like mini Frisbees. So I'm like, well, what am I going to do with it? I'm looking at the dog. We got the park. Like the first week, basically, it's like a ricochet off of his forehead. Like he's just not piecing together what it is I'm trying to do. So one time I finally just zing it over his head, and this dog takes off, catches it midair, and like. I don't know, the dog like had this epiphany like, oh, that's what you want?
I did.
This is awesome. After that, man, seriously, I mean, just all summer, you throw it as far as you can, and this dog would just track it down. It was amazing, man.
Oh, I did see
You ever have those dogs? Like my buddy, they have a dog, and he loves to play catch.
Yeah.
But he doesn't always give it back.
Right.
Like sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And finally, I just walk away from him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
You're not going to play by the rules.
The thing is,
I'm not going to walk around, and because they have a giant yard, like I'm not going to chase you around.
No, I'm not chasing you.
The thing about the thing about the kickers' balls were they had been used.
Yeah.
They were not brand new balls. We never got brand new balls, and the reason it was pretty simple. Guys kicking the ball through the field goal post. There's bleachers behind there. Those balls ricochet off.
Sure.
The metal bleachers.
Yeah.
They hit a bunch of crap. They get big knots on them and everything else. And I'll never forget this, man. Danny Nealon, who was the equipment manager at the time, he's like, listen, Montgomery. He's like, I did you guys a favor this year. I got you guys all brand new balls. So please just do due diligence. Because typically someone would like steal one, take it home.
Yeah, of course.
Whatever the deal is. Like, just make sure they all come back. Just take care of it. So I kick this ball, man. This Frisbee dog. He goes to try to bite the ball, and I just hear it go. Oh. And he runs this ball back to me. And Danny was one of these guys who would count the balls.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's his job.
He puts them in a bag, you know what I mean? I'm bringing this deflated ball, and he just looks at me and he goes, what in the F is going on? I said, Frisbee dog got it. He's like, you got to be kidding, man. He's like, I've been trying to tell him, get that dog off that field.
You're right.
He's taking crap out there and all that stuff.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. This guy was not like, this was way before the days of, be responsible, pick up your dog crap. That was not the case in the late 80s.
No, absolutely.
That was not normal. What is the story you'll always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Andy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah. So originally from PG County in Maryland, so it's kind of fun to hear you guys' voice on the.
Where'd you grow up?
Yeah, exactly right.
Where in PG
right
County?
It's a little town called Rainier, just south of Hyattsville. So I'm sure Ted is kind of familiar with it. But.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I went to DeMatha and Hyattsville. Bernie's from Mount
exactly.
Rainier.
Yeah,
And they call it Rainier, right?
They call it Rainier.
Rainier. Yeah, it's Mount Rainier.
Rainier?
There. Rainier.
But it's spelled the same as Rainier.
Rainier, but Rainier, that's right. That's how we say it there.
Because on the East
Rainier.
Coast, we don't know. So it's always Mount Rainier. And
Not
every
only
time
is
I
it-
read about Seattle, I'm like, oh, that's where Mount Rainier is. And then when you get to Seattle, they're like, okay, one, it's not called Mount Rainier. It's Mount Rainier. But honestly, you don't know that unless you come
Not
here.
only do we call it Mount Rainier, their police department, which isn't big, got all fired up. So they repainted the cars. And they painted the mountains like the Tetons, like straight up and down.
Yeah.
And somebody had to be like, that's not what Mount Rainier looks like.
Right.
They told him.
Everything about
And
this
why
is
do you,
wrong.
why do you put that on the car?
Because when you live there, you know it's a mountain. All right.
I didn't even know
So
it was a
you-
mountain. I'll be full
I
full
knew it was a
disclosure.
mountain.
Yeah.
You great that to paint the Grand Tetons. I'm like, okay, cool, that's the mountain. It's not.
Yeah, it's a little different out there. A little different here, for sure. But anyway, so we moved out here, and my wife got out of the military, and she went to school, and she's like, I'm going to get a real job. So she started working as a PA and was making good money. She's like, now I really want a dog. So she buys this Pomeranian Husky mix.
Pomeranian Husky? I mean, just logistically, I don't know how that works.
They had a little help, right? The mama was the Husky. Right?
Okay, all right. I like big ladies.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going for this.
All right, mama, yeah.
That's a damn cute dog.
Oh, yeah, he's very cute. He's twice the size they say he's going to be. He's it'll be a 20-pound dog. It's like 44 pounds. He's just all fluff. He's got like 6-8 inches of fur on him.
Oh.
And, he's all white. So, naturally he gets in anything he can to be muddy and dirty and disgusting. But eventually he became kind of my dog, and I had to take him to work with me. And, very friendly dog. People see him. They think he's like a big polar bear. They just want to give him a big hug. And
Well, what do you do for a living that you brought your dog to work?
I fix cars. I go around to people's houses or their job or whatever, and I put your car back together for you, kind of thing. And so one day we're out, and we're at this little like strip mall in Kent, and I'm working on the cars, and he's out there doing his thing wherever he is, visiting people, disappearing. And when he comes back, I'm like, what is that smell? What is going on? What did you get into? And all over his back, all over basically his whole body is this human feces just everywhere.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, it's brutal, right? You know, it's like, I got to finish what I'm doing. And then my pickup truck's full of stuff in the back. So I, like, empty everything out, put it in the cab, make a spot for him, put him in the back. Normally he's in the front, so he's losing his mind. Like, why aren't you letting me in, Dad? I don't understand. I'm ready to go home. Come on, what are you doing? You know? But
you're covered in ass.
Yeah, exactly, man. I took him over to the local car wash, washed some of it off, you know, hit him with the hose. He wasn't really happy about that. He loves the hose normally, but this was not his favorite day. And
well, yeah, it's a big high pressure whatever, right?
Oh, man, anything to try to get some of it off, man. It was just everywhere. Like, somebody took a COVID crap and just, like, left it somewhere waiting for us, you know what I mean?
So do you wash it all off, or do you end up giving him a haircut? And you got 6 to 8 inches of fur.
I tried to wash him about 3 or 4 times. It just wouldn't come out, and I was like, that's it. Took the clippers, and she got a close cut that day, that's for sure.
Yeah,
a little high
that's
and
the
tight.
move, dude.
I was my wife and in hair club and a bunch of their friends were doing a race around Seward Park.
All right.
So I got my dog, and I've also got hair club's dog, Bentley, and we're walking on the grass, and Bentley just dive bombs into something. He's just rolling, man. He's got his back. This is a big ass dog too. So
Bentley's big.
I can't really see what's going on underneath him. Then all of a sudden I see a tail, and it's a fish tail.
Oh.
And it was scaly. So I'm assuming, yes, it was a carp.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% positive it was a carp. And this dog is rolling and rolling and rolling in it. I'm like, oh, God, Bentley, get up. So he would not leave. I mean, he's a big dog. He would not get off this damn fish. And the more he rubbed it, the more it smelled. And it was just coming up. But you got to remember, Bentley was one of those dogs who would walk in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire time, for the rest of the race, then I get back on the Seward Loop Trail.
Yeah.
So I just go walk these dogs on the trail. I'm not getting on the grass anymore. Every single person that ran by, because I was walking, was just like, oh God, what is that? There must be a dead fish somewhere. And then they did not realize
right,
it was
then
Bentley.
it's the dog.
It's the dog. It smells like this fish. And I'm like, Hair Club's going to kill me. I guess he's,
I mean, what are you going to do?
He's going to put him in his car and he's going to drive home with this fishy smelling dog.
And give him a hair. I'm telling you, man, my dog the one time ate a turd out of a diaper, which I did not realize until I realized he's face down in a diaper. Like, Jesus Christ. But this is in Baltimore. It's like 98 degrees. Of course, it's the summer, so I have an unconditioned third-floor apartment. It's hot. So the dog's just panting, as dogs are going to do, but every time this dog exhaled, it just smelled like a baby took another crap. So the dog's looking at me, and I'm already irritated. Not so much that the dog ate a turd, but someone disposed of a dirty diaper under a pine tree. Like, there's a trash can 15 feet away, whatever. So the dog does its thing, and it's... And all I smell is a baby's ass, man. And finally, and I don't know if this is good, if it's not good, but I made the executive decision that your water bowl has been emptied and it has been replaced with scope. And the dog's sniffing and does not want to drink it. And I'm like, look, man, until you drink some of that, nothing else is happening. It took about 40 minutes of this dog just panting. And seriously, it stuck up the entire apartment. Finally took it down to 3 gulps of scope. To Scope's credit, kind of did the trick.
Damn.
The turd stink went away. So if you ever eat a turd, use Scope.
And you got an alcohol buzz out.
Yes, indeed.
What is the story you'll always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
With a detailed agent directory you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. very in-depth info. Looking for a listing agent's contact info? We've got it. The agent with the most sales in your price range? Easy. Specialized agents with all the up-to-date info on your dream neighborhood? We'll know them. A Pisces who enjoys long walks on the beach? You've got other sites for that. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinky's, get to the root of your plumbing problems. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
When your plumbing backs up and things get stinky, call Pinky's.
Hiring isn't just about finding someone willing to take the job. It's about getting the right person with the right background who can move your business forward. And to find candidates who match what you're looking for, trust Indeed-sponsored jobs. Stop struggling to get your job post even seen on other sites. Give your job the best chance to be seen with Indeed-sponsored jobs. They help you stand out and hire quality candidates who can drive the results you need. Sponsored jobs boost your post for quality candidates, so you can reach the exact people you want faster. Join the 1.6 million companies that sponsor their jobs with Indeed. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results now with Indeed-sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed. It's always amazing to see how quickly your child grows. And I'm not just talking about their height. From those early babbles to full-on storytelling, getting to watch how their ideas, creativity, and confidence develop over the years is honestly pretty incredible. Sometimes they surprise you with what they come up with. And Lego bricks can be right there with them through all of those stages. It's not just a toy, it's a full creative building journey that keeps evolving as they do. Lego Sets Play starts as early as 1.5 with Lego Duplo, the bigger bricks designed for little hands that are just starting to explore and build. Then around age 4, kids transition to the smaller Lego bricks, and suddenly you're watching real structures take shape, real ideas form, and their imagination really take off. They begin with simple stacking, but over time they grow into full-on creators, building worlds, stories, and things you never would have expected. That's the kind of magic of Lego bricks. You're not buying a phase, you're starting a journey. Learn more and start building today with Lego bricks.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, "Why are you so uncompromising?" A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way. Homes.com. Ding dong. We've done your homework.
Just got a new puppy or kitten. Congrats. But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Doing it live night getting yachty and naughty Friday night, February the 13th at the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. It's a Friday night show on a Friday the 13th. Now, every week we do the old KISW staff meeting.
Yep.
And Castle tells us and gives us all the updates. I want to say there is maybe one gold seat left. There are a few of whatever the next tier packages, silver packages, or something like that. There are a few general admission tickets left.
Did you ask what follows the gold? When is it not silver? I'm just saying, like, if you say gold, I just assume.
I don't know.
Where has it not been silver?
I just found out about these ticket packages today myself. I was like, I didn't know any of that.
If someone said, hey, man, this is the gold package, and then our next tier be like, silver.
Yeah. All they say is, hey, would you like to bring someone? We'll give you a +1. We're doing the show, so I know very little about the ticket packages, so to speak. But I do know they're selling fast. Everything's going to be live that night. The Daily Mix show will be live, then we'll come on after that. All the sound effects, all the music. I know you guys are practicing tonight to get a little.
I am not.
You're not practicing.
I am not a part of this. No. It's no originals.
You're not even doing one song?
I don't think so, man. I mean, if they call me up, I will, but I need to know what it is, because talking to Castle today is like, look, man, we got to bang some of these things out. And as he and I were discussing, most of these yacht rock bands, and we've said this before, are made up of studio musicians. So it's not the guy shredding in his garage. I mean, this is some guy that went to MIT to study music. And I said, because we did sailing a couple of years ago for Christopher Cross. In theory, it sounds easy. It is not. But I said, man, basically, as he says, I'm a high school dropout, and I'm learning PhD music.
Oh, no one else sounds like Steely Dan. I know they don't consider themselves a yacht rock band. I know Donald Fagen would freak the hell out if he said that to his face.
But they are.
And he has freaked out people.
They're the grandfather of yacht rock. But playing that stuff is hard, man.
Yeah. Without question.
They're good musicians.
Everything live on stage. Hopefully you can join us. Again, that's Friday, the 13th. Coming up here in just a few weeks here. Live night, Yachty and Naughty. All right, our question today. We head to San Bernardino, California. A man is desperate to find his missing pet tortoise. Dolly, the tortoise, escaped from her enclosure on Thursday. She was last seen on 7th Street and L Street. Well, if you saw the damn thing.
It's now on 8th Street and L Street.
Exactly. The sulcata tortoise is only about 3 years old. The species, by the way, can live up to be 130. So Dolly is technically still a baby. Her owner says Dolly is about the size of a cat. He says he's looked everywhere within a few miles of his home, put up posters, posted online, called animal shelters. So far, no sign of Dolly. Now he's hoping to expand his search. She was able to push part of the gate forward and create a big hole. Enough for her to be able to get through. So I don't know how she got out. But
I'm saying someone stole
her. Dolly's owner's name is Cactus Bash.
Cactus
For
Bash.
real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want her found so much. I miss my baby girl. I want to make sure she's safe. I think that's how people in California say that. I'm worried about her. Bash asks that if you spot his tortoise or have any information on his whereabouts, please contact him. He's got an Instagram post there.
One of two things I would tell Cactus Bash: she's either very close to home or someone stole her ass.
Now, do they bite you or anything like that? You got
depends on the
depends on the. Well, this is a tortoise, not a turtle.
Right. But look, I don't know enough for me to approach it from the front.
I mean, could you pet the thing on the head and be fine?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's the thing, because Maryland had snapping turtles, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and those things, their neck is like 3 feet long. You don't realize that until they can snap at you. And being that I can't look at a tortoise and identify what kind it is, it's not messing with it.
Our question, what's the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
That might be the biggest bitch statement I've ever made. I don't mess with turtles, man.
Well, you're not going to have it your entire life. You're going to have to pass that on to somebody.
Who wants it?
That's what I'm saying.
Who wants
it? But you're right, though. Some of those snapping turtles, we used to fish in this pond by my house, right?
Yeah.
They called it a lake. They built the metro and they had to build something else. Yeah. But same thing, man. You get them on those lines and then trying to get a fishing hook out of a snapping turtle.
You got to cut it.
Yeah, it was impossible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't make it easy.
And like you said, you have no idea how far those necks jet out and how far away you can hold it in front of you. That damn thing could still bite your nose.
That's what I'm saying. Approach it from behind. And this is turtles, man. I just don't know.
Yeah.
But you're right. All right, so I got myself a turtle. It's 3 years old. It has another 127 years of life.
That'd be a tortoise.
Which one of my kids is going to get this? Because they'd fight not to. I guarantee it. I would say, hey, guys, I'm getting up there in age. I'm going to leave old Dolly to one of you. I guarantee they'd be like, look, you don't give me any money. Just don't give me the turtle.
What do you do with it? Did they cuddle up to you? I know they eat lettuce. What else do you do with these things?
To me, for something
does it walk across your living room? I mean, where does it take it?
Like I said, when I was a kid, there was always turtles around, right? I mean, that's why University of Maryland's the terrapins. So, sometimes you'd find them in the street. They were just little box turtles.
Yeah.
You'd take him home. You'd put him in a box in your backyard with lettuce, and after a day or two, he'd knock it over, and he'd be gone in the morning.
But that's all. I mean, you have this thing for the rest of your life. And like I said, a dog, I get you call your dog comes over. The dog snuggles, the dog does things. Cats, if they like you, they're going to treat you well. Turtle, I'm like, bro, it's a turtle. And like, you have this thing. You are responsible.
Did you put it up on the couch? I mean, what goes down?
They kind of stink, don't they? My understanding is if you have a terrarium with a turtle.
To me, they look like a dinosaur.
They basically do. I mean, it's not like it's going to play catch, and even if it does, you don't have the time.
I want to say that is the second longest living species on Earth.
Behind what, the whale shark?
The
Greenland shark.
Greenland shark. Right.
They just found one that's like 400 years old, or 300.
Yeah, so like 375 years old.
The only time I've seen a pet tortoise in action.
Doing what?
There was a guy that used to bring one to Summer Meltdown.
All right.
And you'd see him out there walking it, but like...
He walks the tortoise?
Yeah. Like when the first day I remember pulling up and we were getting stuff out of our cars before I started renting an RV, and like you could walk down to your car and come back and that guy would still be kind of walking towards the gate.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I want to be on...
that doesn't sound fun.
But it seemed like by day 3 he might come by.
If I'm on substances and I see that thing, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind.
This quarter's so slow.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. What's the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Amanda. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right. So my story, I got a little Shih Tzu Yorkie mix. And a couple years ago, one summer, my husband, then boyfriend, sister-in-law, and brother-in-law decided to go down to the river to hang out. Well, we bring my dog. We're only ones down by the river, so we're hanging out in the water, having a couple beers. My dog's just wandering around. Next thing I know, she comes down by us, and I'm like, what did you get into? You're filthy.
Hang on.
Once again,
Tongue break.
bedroom colors, here are the 7 words you can't say on the radio. Sucker, mother, and please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
It was one of those where in the screening process, she said it so nonchalantly. Even though I told her don't swear, I was like, she doesn't think that that's a swear word.
You know what's going to happen.
The S word is a swear word, folks.
Yeah, so man, no more
curse.
brown words. I'm sure that's exactly what you said in the moment. But for radio purposes, some poop smelled like poop.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Some poop. All right. So she, smelled like it. So we walk up to where she was hanging out. Sure enough, there's toilet paper.
Oh man.
Human poop. Yep.
Why is it always human?
See, that to me, that's the worst poop. I don't care.
Yes.
I mean, it really is. Like,
because it's unforgivable. I'm like, I understand that a bear craps in the woods. There's even a saying.
Yeah, but
about
bears don't eat McDonald's.
Right. And then a person
Well,
like, dude, you just pooped outside and now your dog rolls around in it. Okay, same question to you that we had for a caller with a similar situation. Did you give it a haircut?
A haircut. Luckily, my husband was nice enough to try to rinse her off in the river.
Nope.
But then,
Is it? No. I mean, like, you're getting a haircut.
That's just not going to cut it.
You roll and poop, you're getting a haircut. That's a guarantee.
Yeah, we should have, for sure.
Do you like Ewoks? And I ask this only because your dog looks like an Ewok. That particular, yeah. Thought so.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister's got 2 of them.
Those Ewok-looking dogs. I mean, they just straight up look like Ewoks. So
They
I'm
do.
like, if you have those dogs, you must like Ewoks, right? Because it's just a 2-legged version.
Are they decent? Like sometimes small dogs are
They don't
just
even look real.
yappy.
They
they're
look
just-
like the stuffed animal you
Yeah.
get your kid
You
kind
can
of.
put it on your shoulder like a parrot.
But the Ted's thing, are they yappy? That's
No,
always my
no,
assumption
not
with
hers.
small dogs.
No,
Really?
hers were not very vocal.
Okay.
And if they
Yeah.
are, there's not enough there substance really to be.
It's
loud.
just that, hi,
Yeah,
hi,
exactly. What is the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803.
I will say again, I dated a girl that had not a Pomeranian. It starts with a P. It's a little tiny dog.
But not a Pomeranian.
No, it was made for French kings. Somebody will text it in. But same thing. They have like longer hair, but it was only 7 or 8 pounds. But that hair was such a problem. So
Yeah.
the same thing. Like if he was wet, you had to like dry him off and stuff. And then he was always if he had stomach issues. He was getting poo all over those long hairs.
That's the problem, man. You look around the ass of any long-haired dog, there's evidence that they're regular. And I like dogs, I do. But for a pet, I would never get a long-haired dog. Now that I've said that, I probably curse myself. But my goal is to never have a long-haired dog.
My sister's Italian, so guess what she named these 2 dogs?
Let me guess. Vincent and Anthony.
Close. Rocco.
Okay.
And Cannoli.
Jeez, do you have to?
I don't know.
I mean, what is it?
Hey, Rocco. This dog is 4 pounds.
And you named it Rocco.
Yeah. That's
right.
Rocco right there for sure. What's the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Justin. Papillon, yes, just came in. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So speaking of long-haired dogs, I've got a Malamute. I don't know if you ever spent much time with Malamutes, but they do whatever they want. So when I was got her, she's about a year old. We were in Alaska. Me and my girlfriend at the time were going on a hike, and she was off leash because we did that all the time up there. And of course, she spots a porcupine and starts chasing after it. And my girlfriend's like, "Step between them." I'm like, "Nope, I'm not going to do that." So of course she gets quilled, and we hear her screaming and whatever. And we've got her hike 2 miles back to the car. And in the meantime, she jumps in a mud puddle after she's got quills in her face, because I guess that made her feel better. And the only vet that was open was a 2-hour drive. So we had to drive for 2 hours. You're not supposed to pull the quills out because it could hurt them. So I'm holding her head up for a 2-hour drive with this muddy dog that's screaming at me with the quills. And the best part was she hasn't learned. She's been quilled several more times since then.
Jesus Christ. So, like, she gets quilled by a porcupine, it's still like, it'll be different this time.
I think so, yeah. She goes after, not anymore, we don't live here now, there's no porcupines, but up there all the time, yeah.
And the porcupines, they don't have to be bitten, right? They can kind of spray a couple quills in your direction?
They have to make contact, so they always go for the butt, and so her face was all covered.
I have never seen a porcupine in the wild.
I have
You'd
once,
think in West
but-
Virginia growing up there, they've got them. Just like one of those things I've never seen.
How many quills did they have to pull out of your dog's face on each of the occasions you've had to go to the vet?
Probably 25 or 30. One of them was in her throat, so if we would have pulled that, it would have been bad. So they completely missed her eyes, but that was it. That was a lot of quills and a very angry dog. They didn't learn her lesson.
You sound like you have a complete lack of sympathy at this point. Like,
Did the dog seem like it was in pain?
No, she seemed like she was mad and wanted to go get the porcupine still. So,
Oh, nice. But you couldn't you can't physically pull those things out yourself, can you?
You can, but they're barbed, so it could get stuck and then it can get infected. So you're supposed to take them to a vet. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm sure they've seen everything.
Leads me to wonder, what does the vet do?
Yeah, what's the
it's
technique?
still barbed, right? What is the technique to remove it?
I don't know, but I know for a fact that when my wife was working up in the VCA, someone brought in a dog that had gotten into a porcupine.
Yeah.
They left. They left the dog. They left the dog in the lobby.
Like they did not come back.
They did not come back. I think they found out the price of getting all those quills out of there.
For real, man.
They left the dog in there. The dog was just it was a dog just covered in quills sitting in the lobby by itself. Now this happens more than you believe. I mean, honest to God, it seemed like every couple
And I
of
think
months.
it's all cost related, essentially.
Just whatever the situation is. Once people figure out how much money this is going to be, a lot of people just don't have that kind of cash on hand or have that extra money.
Sure.
Because sometimes you're talking like over $1,000. Like it's like Josh said, he spent $600 last week.
Right.
Who knows what the hell he
dog
did? But at the same point in time, you walk out there and there's just a dog in the lobby, and there's a car pulling out. It's gone.
Well, I told you, I had a guy, just dude I knew, not even a friend. I won't go through his whole story again, but how much he loved his dog, Angel. Had this dog for so many years, accidentally backed over at the driveway. Fast forward, gets it to the vet. And as he's telling me the story, he's all teary-eyed and everything, but he's just like, man, I love that dog. And but they could save her life, and it was like, I don't know, like $12,000 or something like that. He said, but then the doctor added right after that, or we can euthanize her for like $400. He's like, it was hard to say goodbye. I'm like, well, it wasn't that hard, brother. That was a financial decision. Yeah.
What's the story you'll always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
And we can only do that with pets. You realize that, right? Like you take your parents to like a nursing home, and they're like, "Well, this is what it is a month." Like,
put her down.
Ooh, hey, yeah, you
Can't
know what,
afford
man? I can't. I'm not swinging it. Let's go ahead and take them out. Hello, Brian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hola!
Hola!
Yeah, so I'm a Labrador fan. I own a towing company down here in Tacoma, Washington. And my dog comes to work with me every day. People love him. He hangs out in the office. He shows you where your car is in the yard. And people actually think he knows the difference between their car and the other cars. He's just wandering through the yard. So I'm there one Saturday working on a truck, and he's just out playing in the yard, wandering around, and comes time to leave, and I holler for him, and he comes running up the yard. Well, he was yellow, and he had found a car that had been rear-ended by a semi, and there was a box of Cheez-Its in the spare tire well. Well, the spare tire well was full of coolant and diesel motor oil that was just black as could be. You know, it's like tar. And I look at him, and I'm like, oh, crap. And this is probably a Dawn 4x grease commercial, because that was the only thing. I tried hand cleaner and other dish soap and stuff that we had, and I couldn't clean this dog up. And I went to the local grocery store, bought a bottle of Dawn 4x grease, and it's the cleanest the dog had ever been.
Really? So the Dawn, it really does do it.
Yeah, that's what they do when they have an oil spill, right?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, that's what they put on the ducts at the oil spill there, Exxon Valdez kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to say they stumbled on that by accident. It may have been the Exxon Valdez, but a massive oil spill, all these ducks and all these other animals show up. And it's not that they thought, hey, let's use Dawn. They had other chemicals or solutions. Nothing worked. Somebody just broke the Dawn out. And they're like, hey, guys, seriously, like, this works. And Dawn has latched onto that ever since, in case you have not just dirty dishes, but oil-covered animals.
Well, we get it all over us, and it works better than hand cleaner and solvents and everything else for us as well. So,
dude, I told you, my buddy that's a fireman, he swears that in a firehouse, like, it's got to be Blue Dawn.
Really?
Like, you'll never see another soap.
Why is that? Just because it works
I think
that well?
it just works that well.
Okay.
Damn.
What was the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Do you guys use it?
No.
I do, actually.
I do, too.
Actually,
I don't know
what we
if
have
it's
now is purple.
Well, but does it have to be Dawn? You couldn't get something else?
No,
Like-
apparently it's Dawn. Like, that's
I have the
whole thing.
Meyer stuff.
I can't say it wouldn't work, but the whole thing, and this guy is saying the same thing. Like, look, man, we've run through a million different things for whatever reason. If it's oil and or grease and it is on fur, Dawn's the way to go.
Correct. And again, I don't know. Like, he just came over and he's like, oh, so we have at the firehouse. And I was like, I just like it because it helps animals.
Yeah.
Get oil off them. But you're right. Like, I don't know as an adult that I've bought anything else.
No. Maybe they need to update their commercials, because right now they got the two talking ducks. Right? And I always thought,
Cover one in oil.
Who's the person that has oil-covered ducks? But this guy, it is a dog. That seems a little more reasonable to say, hey, pets do stupid things, especially dogs. Dawn works on them, too. In the meantime,
I'm sure there's other good brands. It just seems like Dawn is the one that legit, like, everybody, like, swears by, like, you got to use it,
It can
man.
clean a duck. It can clean your dishes.
It can clean an oil-covered animal. It can clean your dishes.
What is the story you'll always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance, too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, why are you so uncompromising? A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way. Homes.com. Ding dong. We've done your homework.
Just got a new puppy or kitten? Congrats. But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign-up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
Hiring isn't just about finding someone willing to take the job. It's about getting the right person with the right background who can move your business forward. And to find candidates who match what you're looking for, trust Indeed-sponsored jobs. Stop struggling to get your job post even seen on other sites. Give your job the best chance to be seen with Indeed-sponsored jobs. They help you stand out and hire quality candidates who can drive the results you need. Sponsored jobs boost your post for quality candidates, so you can reach the exact people you want faster. Join the 1.6 million companies that sponsor their jobs with Indeed. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results now with Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Coming up, your guess is as good as mine. It's a Super Bowl matchup. The 10 greatest Seattle Seahawks of all time, the 10 greatest New England Patriots of all time.
Okay.
We'll play Your Guess Is as Good as Mine at 4:30 right after emails on our question. What is the story that you will always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Jacob. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi, hola.
Hola.
So it was my birthday, and my cat had just had a litter of kittens, and I had come home, and somebody had let my husky in the house, and a trail of dead kittens without heads went all the way down the hallway to my bedroom.
Wow.
How many kittens did he behead?
It was probably about 9 or 10, the whole litter.
Oh, Jesus, man.
And somehow spread them out down the hallway.
So did he eat the heads and leave the body?
Yes, there was no heads to be found.
Okay. Was there evidence of this when he pooped?
No, she didn't show any signs of skulls or nothing. She was just, and I started crying and whatever, but what I remember most is my dad just sighing, just yep.
Did you get the cat neutered after that?
The cat wound up being neutered. Yes, we wound up neutering, spading, whatever.
Okay.
But man, I just remember the shock of 9 years old, and I'm like, it's my birthday, man.
Oh my God, dude.
Did the cat and the dog get along?
They did. I don't know why it hated those kittens, but by George, it didn't dispatch them.
But even after eating 9 kitten heads, the cat was still cool with the dog?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was almost like the cat was relieved. We even questioned in our house if the cat had done it.
Oh.
Somehow chewed the heads off.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, that's a happy birthday.
God.
Yeah.
What's the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Carrie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola. So what's the story you'll always tell about your pet?
Hello?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Do you think she had us on mute? Because we heard her loud and clear. I'm thinking she accidentally muted
muting only takes care of the person who has the phone.
Correct. So we wouldn't be able to hear her.
Okay, so that's not it.
No.
All right. Yep. Maybe she's holding the phone upside down.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, I'll talk to people on speakerphone in my house.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're taking a pee or got to do other stuff, that's when mute comes in handy.
Oh, so then I hear the...
Yeah. Because sometimes you just forget that somebody's like, I can tell you're peeing. All right.
Well, what happens if they kind of finish a statement or they want your response in your midstream?
You know what?
You just have to unmute it and you make them wait, another couple seconds until you're done.
It depends on the person. And usually, if I'm talking to somebody after 9 o'clock,
yeah,
I already know the person I'm talking to. So
fair enough.
Try to time it out. They start a story, mute, pee.
The thing is, when someone's in the bathroom, you can tell. It's just that weird echo.
Correct.
Are you taking a dump right now? How'd you know? It's like you get the bathroom sound, man.
Yeah.
Right.
And the problem is if you start that way, then and they want to have a longer conversation, you're like, all right, I can't flush right now.
Yeah, I know.
The whole have to leave that thing in there and clean up, and walk out,
wipe my ass quietly.
Remember to come back in.
Yeah, close the lid.
Look, it happened to me this weekend. Somebody's like, "Are you in the bathroom?" I said, "Like you caught me mid coffee,
Mid-coffee.
Sunday morning." Sorry.
Hello, Amanda. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
So we have a livestock guardian dog, and I didn't watch this, but our neighbor said that she watched our female dog fight off an entire pack of coyotes by herself.
All right.
What kind of dog do you have again?
It's called a Kangal. They're big.
Big,
White
thick-ankled
dog.
dogs.
Like the hat?
Like Kangal with a K?
Yes, Kangal, or an Anatolian Shepherd. They're kind of similar to those.
That is a big-ass dog. Yeah, I just Googled that.
Okay,
That is-
well, no wonder.
Jesus.
They're very big.
How many coyotes
See,
were
I
they
didn't
saying?
know about it, and she came home one night, and she had some, cuts on her face, and some blood on her, and some slobber on her neck. And then I talked to the neighbor like months later, and she told me about it. So I'm pretty sure that was.
It says, did you know that the Kangal holds the title of the strongest dog in the world?
Oh.
Apparently
They
the
also have a bigger
coyotes.
bite force than a lion.
What?
That's what Google says.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
what the coyotes said. They probably updated it.
Say female can be between 110 and 130 pounds.
How big is your dog?
She's probably 120.
Okay. How old?
There you go.
Well, now she's old, but she was probably like 5 or 6.
I'm pretty sure my kids lost their cat to a coyote. That's the working theory.
Why? Why coyote?
Well, it was an indoor-outdoor cat, and there had been coyote spottings in the Edmonds area where they lived. And the cat was fine. That cat loved me. It was probably 13 years old, somewhere
All
there.
right.
And it did just fine, going out hunting, doing its thing. It was a long-haired cat, never had mats on it. It was amazing. And then it just disappeared.
Yeah, coyote.
And there's no way that cat would not come home.
So you're thinking the coyotes?
That's the working theory. Yeah.
Well, if you live in that area, I mean, there's always coyotes there.
Cola's no more. What is the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
I mean, it wouldn't happen, but it would be awful if they were visiting somebody up there and drove by and their cat's just in another house in a bay window.
Chilling on the front porch.
Just loving life.
No coyotes, man.
Right.
Just wanted to leave.
Just tired of your ass.
Hello, Dwayne. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Hola.
Doing well, man.
Lick all the whores, right?
Yes, indeed.
Anyway, when I was quite younger, probably 3rd grade, I had a German short hair male, and our neighbor was across the street and down the ways had a Great Dane female. I didn't know about the locking up thing, and they were out on the baseball field at the school field doing their thing, and I threw a little dirt cloud out and separated them, and the Great Dane took off running across the school field, dragging my dog by his hoosits.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and she dragged him quite a ways, and then when he finally fell off or whatever, he came back to the back porch. I'd never seen a sad face on a dog before, and he could just see the pain on his dog's face. And yeah, that was a quick lesson learned.
Yep. That'll do it, man. It does not matter the animal. Years ago, and I've told this before, my dog, hot day, Baltimore, whatever, and it was a 1-testicle dog, but it still drops just like having 2 testicles, right? So it's hot out, things hanging. Always fetch sticks, no big deal. I throw it once and it bounces over. It's like a wrought iron fence, only 3 feet tall. Dog jumps over, grabs the stick. When he jumps back into the park, his testicle ricochets off the top of the thing, and you hear the pong, ding, and the dog just lands spread eagle, right? Like you fell out of it, like you're skydiving and the parachute didn't open. I mean, just right, complete legs splayed out, all 4. So I'm kind of laughing, like, oh man, I know what happened. It's the only time the dog growled at me, just like you get kind of SE when. And I was like, "Hey man, arr." You know what? I get it.
Yep,
I get it." So the dog laid there like 5 minutes, finally stands up, gives me a real sad look, and just walks straight home. Did not. I mean, nothing. I could not say. You could say sit. Didn't matter.
Can't save this day.
Just stood at the front door until I got there, walked in and laid down. Like, I understand, my brother.
What is the story you'll always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
I got too old for this ass.
Oh, dude, you could just hear it. Dong, like, oh, man, that had to hurt. And it did.
Like that he growled at you.
Oh, he did. So only time. And I wasn't even that close. I was still like 3 feet away, but he could tell I'm talking to him. You know, but I'm like, if you've been hit in the nuts, you have to say, "You okay? Just leave me alone.
Yeah,
I'll be fine." That's basically what the dog was saying. I'm like, yeah, I get it, man. I get it. Hello, Trevor. Welcome to the men's room.
Gentlemen.
Hola.
All right, so I was living in my house for about a month, and I was going to bed. It's like 11:30 at night, and I hear footsteps, and I'm like, "That's not good." Go back to bed. About 30 seconds later, I hear it again. Oh, geez, okay, something's going on. And then it's like, all right, I don't know. So I lay back down again. Third time, I hear footsteps. So I fully sit up in bed, and I'm like, "There's somebody in my house." And then I hear it a fourth time. And the fourth time, I jump out of bed, grab my AR-15, and I'm like ready to just rock somebody with it. And I go over to my door, I speak loudly, and I'm like, if there's somebody in my house, I've got a gun, not afraid to, defend my house, my family, everything like this. No footsteps. I'm like, oh, ballsy, okay. So then I do like a full-on check in my house. All my doors are shut. All my windows are locked. Everything is locked down. So I go outside. I check my cars. Check the shed in my backyard. I'm like, what is going on? There's nobody here. I'm freaking out. So I go. I put the gun away, and I get back in bed, and I hear the footsteps again. And I'm like, what? So it was my 10-month-old Malamute that was under my bed. So he was like at that really awkward size stage to where he could still technically fit under the bed. But to do so, he had to claw the ground and push and pull himself.
So are you thinking your house is haunted at this point? You've checked everywhere.
No. I had thought somebody had broken into my house. It was a new neighborhood that I knew nothing about. I'd only been there for a month, so I didn't know anybody. And I was like, oh, great, somebody's trying to, break into my house. But it was my damn dog under my bed.
That had to be a relief, though. How long did it take you to piece together that that's what it was? How much time had gone by?
Well, from the start to finish, it was probably about 30 minutes. Because like I said, I checked my whole house. I checked the perimeter of my house, my cars, my shed, everything. And then, when I laid back in bed and put the gun away, I heard it again. And then he made a little whimper because he was coming out from underneath it. And I was like, you got to be kidding me.
That's a long time to be paranoid,
yes,
man.
It is.
Yeah. 30 minutes of footsteps.
Grab your AR-15. What's the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Marvin. Welcome to the men's room.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
With a detailed agent directory you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Looking for a listing agent's contact info? We've got it. The agent with the most sales in your price range? Easy. Specialized agents with all the up-to-date info on your dream neighborhood? We'll know them. A Pisces who enjoys long walks on the beach? You've got other sites for that. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
If you're an experienced pet owner, you already know that having a pet is 25% belly rubs, 25% yelling, drop it, and 50% groaning at the bill from every pet visit. Which is why Lemonade Pet Insurance is tailor-made for your pet and can save you up to 90% on vet bills. It can help cover checkups, emergencies, diagnostics, basically all the stuff that makes your bank account get nervous. Claims are filed super easily through the Lemonade app and half get settled instantly. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet and they'll help cover the vet bill for whatever your pet swallowed after you yelled, drop it.
Hiring isn't just about finding someone willing to take the job. It's about getting the right person with the right background who can move your business forward. And to find candidates who match what you're looking for, trust Indeed sponsored jobs. Stop struggling to get your job post even seen on other sites. Give your job the best chance to be seen with Indeed sponsored jobs. They help you stand out and hire quality candidates who can drive the results you need. Sponsored jobs boost your post for quality candidates, so you can reach the exact people you you want faster. Join the 1.6 million companies that sponsor their jobs with Indeed. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results now with Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed.
As a woman entrepreneur, you know that every connection counts, whether it's with your customers, your team, or your community. Spectrum Business is here to help you build those connections stronger and faster. Imagine running your business with fast, reliable, fiber-powered internet so you can stay connected to customers, employees, and vendors without having to worry. We know flexibility matters. That's why select Spectrum Business packages come with a 3-year price guarantee, so you can focus on running your business. Plus, enjoy savings on internet, phone, TV, and mobile services when you bundle, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee and no long-term contracts. With Spectrum Business, you get more than just internet. You get support with 100% U.S.-based customer service, real people who understand small business, ready 24/7 to help you stay up and running. Join millions of business owners like you across America who trust Spectrum Business for reliability, speed, and support. Visit spectrum.com/business today to get started. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
Hola. All right, so I basically got my dream fish, saw it on Jeremy Wade, and I was like, I got to have that. So I ordered this thing. It's a Goliath tigerfish. I got it when it was about 3 or 4 inches. I grew it up to where it was about 14. Well, one day my buddy was daring me to try to pet the thing. So I had just fed him. You know, he's fat and happy, chilling at the top, and I reach in, and I just pet this thing, and I was just absolutely terrified. I mean, I think I'd rather pet a piranha than one of these things, and I did it, and then ever since then, this guy just, anytime I was in the tank, cleaning anything, he would always come up to get pets, and it was just wild that this monster from Congo River in Africa is allowing me to pet it.
Yeah, bro, I just pulled up a picture of that. I don't know that I would try to pet that, whether it's my fish or not.
Exactly, man. It was like one of the sketchiest things I've ever done, but, I mean, just insane how personable this thing was. Just ridiculous. Almost like he knew, this guy's feeding me, I'm not going to hurt him.
Do you think you could take your finger off?
Well, in the wild, they get 6 feet, so yeah, they have a bite force of a hyena. They can bite right through your leg, so yeah, definitely.
Jesus. How long does that thing live?
Anywhere from 15 to 20 years in the wild. Captivity, they say 1 to 2 years, because it's a river monster, man. They're really not meant to be in captivity. They've never been bred in captivity either. So,
How did you get that thing?
You just look it up, man. You can order them from. I got a buddy in
Amazon.
Michigan that sells them. Yeah, they got them on Amazon for sure.
All right, damn. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing what people have as pets.
Yeah, just pull that Goliath tigerfish. Pull that up and ask yourself if you'd want that. I'm saying no, man. That thing looked terrifying. Jesus.
What is the story you'll always tell about your pet? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Zachary. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hola.
So, a bit of a long-time listener, discovered you guys on accident, first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
And so this was when I was back in Arizona a few years ago. I had a little corgi, and she was the spoiledest little brat ever. My mom would always spoil her rotten. And when I was at work, I remember getting off shift, and I got a call from her, and she was dying of laughter, saying that she had gotten in trouble, gotten into some things, and started tearing things apart. So when I came home, I came into the living room, and there she is, sitting there with a broken DVD in her mouth with the words "Despicable Me" pointing right at her.
Perfect. Is that the only DVD she ate?
Apparently that and one half of the Northern Exposure series, but she didn't tear up the life jacket cover, but she got into the Despicable Me one, and she just paraded around going, look what I got, look what I got, look what I got.
Maybe she just hated the movie.
They're so low to the ground, man. I can't believe you'd have that dog in Arizona. As hairy as it is and as low to the ground, just based on the heat.
Scorpions, snakes.
Oh, no. These guys are adaptable to anything. If you're chill, they're chill. If you're hyperactive, they're hyperactive. They are herding dogs. They will do whatever you like.
They always look so happy. Every time I see one walking down the street, you just kind of smile. I don't know. They're the one dog that always makes me smile.
I mean, but
dogs do make me smile. But man, I mean, corgis just look like they are having the best time of their lives.
They do crack me up. I don't know why.
Some of the mixes are awesome.
What are they?
You ever seen like the little corgi husky?
No.
Oh yeah.
Again, just
there was a door guy in Belltown for a while that had like a little corgi pit bull mix. So it was like a tiny little pit bull. It was awesome.
It's a good looking dog. I'm looking at your corgi husky.
The only problem is that corgi husky still barks like a husky.
Oh, does it? So it's got that big ass bark and that tiny ass body.
It just, you know what I mean? Like huskies are just loud dogs.
Yeah.
Because I looked at getting one of those. And it was like, man, like it's still got husky.
They sync up too.
Yeah.
Like beagles. When they start baying, man, they
Right.
hit
All
the
of
same
them,
note. They sing together. What is the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803.
I mean, I would say it sounded like when I was sitting up in that 300 level for that NFC Championship game.
What do you mean?
Just everybody covering their mouths and like just screaming a noise. Like at some part, it kind of syncs up.
Yeah, it just sounds like one thing.
You just hear it like echoing around.
Hello, Kathy. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi, how are you?
Hola. Doing well.
So, there was this time we were watching The Sixth Sense. It got to this very scary part in the movie, and all of a sudden, my doorknob wiggled. It scared the life out of everybody. We slowly crept over towards the door as I hear this scream to look outside and see my Great Dane had gotten out of the backyard, and there was a man on top of my car. Well, the silhouette of the Great Dane walking away from me in the dark literally looked like a demon.
How long did it take you to piece together what you're seeing?
I don't know. It was a few minutes there. It just scared me. It was like, what the heck? You know, we're watching this scary movie, and now I'm seeing a demon outside, and there's a person on top of my car.
Would it have been better if you're watching a comedy and then saw a demon outside?
Yes, because his ears were cropped, and so it literally looked like a demon walking away because they're very, muscular, a 4-foot-tall demon, but
Sure.
a demon no less.
Yeah, don't hype shame a demon.
Those are big, dude.
They're very big.
As he turned across the street, I realized it was my dog. I started laughing, and I opened the door, and I was like, he's very friendly. The gentleman said to me, that's okay. I'll wait until you get him inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a neighbor moved in next door to me when I was living in an apartment. And he had the best weed in the world. So I got over his house. We started smoking weed on the couch. He needs something to go, something down to his car. So as soon as he leaves, and it's a screen door, he just, goes out and goes down to get something out of there. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I did not know that he had an Irish Wolfhound.
Oh, jeez.
Now, this is a big dog. This is about the size of a Great Dane. Okay, but it's very hairy, and the hairs are very wiry, and their head kind of looks like a wolf.
Yeah.
So when he went out the door, this dog must have come out of the bedroom or whatever, and just walked in the living room and like turned and looked at me, like, who in the F are you? And I'm like, oh my God, what is that? What is that thing, man? I mean, I freaked out. I was stoned. The look this thing gave me was just like out of a horror movie. Like, I will eat you right now. What is the story you'll always tell about a pet? 206-803.
That's not a big dog you want to hang out with without the owner.
Agreed. 100%. Yes. Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Hey, man, real quick, I just want to say I've really been enjoying your guys' YouTube channel, man. It makes the show just so much funnier, man. I love watching you guys.
Oh, excellent, man.
We appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
I think we're up to,
so,
4,300 subscribers.
It's great, man. It's great. I love it. So this story, it's not really our pet, but it's one of those pet stories that it always seems to get brought up somehow. My dad was watching his boss's dog, which was like a full bred pug. So, and this was like before people had pugs. So it was like a like a really expensive dog. I think they were like $3,000 back then. And so he's watching his boss's dog. We're heading down to the lake that weekend, and he's watching his boss's dog. So we're taking the dog down there, and I guess to jump forward a little bit, we got to do some shopping and stuff. So he's going to leave the dog down there at the lake, and he's going to let it roam around with all the other like lake dogs and all these other wild dogs. I'm telling my dad, like, Dad, you can't do that. Like, this is like a little pug, and it's like these dogs down at the lake, these are like wild animal dogs. Like, you can't do that. He's like, oh, no, it's going to have a great time, blah, 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 and this and that, And the whole time I'm telling my dad, no way, you can't do that. So we go shopping, we come back, and my dad's pulling up to the lake house, and we see this animal, the dog, laying in the driveway, panting. Oh, my God, my dad starts freaking out. The closer we get, it's the pug, and its eyeball is like fell out of its socket.
Oh!
Yeah, man. The neck was like ripped halfway open, and he's freaking out. He's, oh, my God. And, I'm like 10 years old, so I'm sitting here. I'm like, Dad, I told you not to do that. Like, I told you not to do that. Oh, my God. And we're down at the lake, and there's no vets down there, so it's like, oh, man, we had to, like, watch this dog, like, just die a slow, painful death. It was terrible.
Oh, God, man.
Did your dad keep his job?
It was so terrible. And I'm like, Dad, how are you going to tell your boss he just killed his dog? Like, oh, man, it was crazy. And like, he still works for this guy. So it's like, we see him on Thanksgiving and stuff every once in a while, and it still gets brought up, the pug.
Yeah, but it does, man.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Still to come, your guess is as good as mine in categories. It's Super Bowl matchup, the 10 greatest Seattle Seahawks of all time, the 10 greatest New England Patriots of all time. And we got your emails on the way next to the men's room at KISW.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
With a detailed agent directory you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Looking for a listing agent's contact info? We've got it. The agent with the most sales in your price range? Easy. Specialized agents with all the up-to-date info on your dream neighborhood? We'll know them. A Pisces who enjoys long walks on the beach? You've got other sites for that. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Hiring isn't just about finding someone willing to take the job. It's about getting the right person with the right background who can move your business forward. And to find candidates who match what you're looking for, trust Indeed-sponsored jobs. Stop struggling to get your job post even seen on other sites. Give your job the best chance to be seen with Indeed-sponsored jobs. They help you stand out and hire quality candidates who can drive the results you need. Sponsored jobs boost your post for quality candidates, so you can reach the exact people you want faster. Join the 1.6 million companies that sponsor their jobs with Indeed. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results now with Indeed-sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed. It's always amazing to see how quickly your child grows. And I'm not just talking about their height. From those early babbles to full-on storytelling, getting to watch how their ideas, creativity, and confidence develop over the years is honestly pretty incredible. Sometimes they surprise you with what they come up with. And Lego bricks can be right there with them through all of those stages. It's not just a toy, it's a full creative building journey journey that keeps evolving as they do. Lego Sets Play starts as early as 1.5 with Lego Duplo, the bigger bricks designed for little hands that are just starting to explore and build. Then around age 4, kids transition to the smaller Lego bricks, and suddenly you're watching real structures take shape, real ideas form, and their imagination really take off. They begin with simple stacking, but over time they grow into full-on creators, building worlds, stories, and things you never would have expected. That's the kind of magic of Lego bricks. You're not buying a phase, you're starting a journey. Learn more and start building today with Lego bricks.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinkies, get to the root of your plumbing problems. PinkiesPlumbing.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
With a detailed agent directory you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Looking for a listing agent's contact info? We've got it. The agent with the most sales in your price range? Easy. Specialized agents with all the up-to-date info on your dream neighborhood? We'll know them. A Pisces who enjoys long walks on the beach? You've got other sites for that. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Just got a new puppy or kitten? Congrats. But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign-up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Super Bowl matchup coming up with your guess is as good as mine, but first time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Bunch of comments on today's question on pets. Dude's story I'll never not tell about my dog, the outlaw Josie Wales. 4th of July, we'd always go to my then husband's family's beach cabin. Josie loved to have us flip over rocks so she could eat the critters underneath there. This particular year, we may have let her eat a few too many little eels. When it was time for the family barbecue, Josie proceeded to sit in front of Grandma, begging for some tasty snacks. But instead, she vomited whole and half-eaten eels right in front of Grandma, who was not amused. I miss that dog. That's from Rose in Tacoma.
Eels don't look good even before they're eaten. I can't imagine what they look like afterwards.
Yeah. Let's see here. As far as attack dogs in the military, absolutely. I've been privy to view drone infrared imaging where our guys corner enemy hostiles in the Middle East. And when they send in the dogs, it's not to detain. After the dogs get the job done, the victim is actually in pieces. Seeing special effects in the movies is one thing, but when you know it's actually happening is damn horrifying. Guys, our family dog died by getting run over by a pickup truck while I was getting in trouble for calling phone sex telephone numbers after the bill showed up in the mail. That's from John Ted's comptroller.
See what happened? You yelled at me and the dog got in.
The dog got run over because they were yelling at him.
Well,
but I bet you that softened the blow of him calling the sex lines.
Yes.
You know?
Or just sent his parents over the roof.
Yeah, that too.
And the dog's dead because you're a sinner.
Guys, about 15 years ago, I got a border collie Australian
yeah, Mike, that's
shepherd.
the truth.
Breeder said she was fully vaxxed. Turns out she was not, and she got pregnant. A parvo. It was bad. But with lots of luck and several hand signals, she healed it from that. Turned out to be the smartest dog I ever knew. She knew several hand signals and would climb trees. Terrific bird hunting dog. Even better best friend. I miss my Hurley girl every day. That from Chris.
I bet she was a good bird dog. She can climb trees.
I had an opossum for a minute a while back. He loved grapes. You feed him one, and he would process it, and before he swallowed it, he would spit the skin out.
Really?
That's pretty smart.
All right.
I thought that was the whole thing. Don't give grapes to dogs.
This is an opossum.
That was a possum, Ted. The standard pet possum.
My apologies.
Another weird
Listen.
one. I had a pet bobcat. It was about 35 pounds. Chick magnet. Used to walk it down by the Tacoma water like a dog. Guys, 27 years ago, we
left out the part where it viciously attacks somebody.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Litter of 3 wiener huskies. They were super cute, and I was going to keep one, but my father-in-law didn't know that and ended up giving them all away. So we never got to see them all grown up, but they started off looking like long and low huskies. But the story is about the day that they were conceived. Several of us were there, and it was kind of hilarious. My wife's brother had a female husky, and her sister had a male dachshund. I don't know if you've ever seen dogs mate, but there's a gland on their penis that expands, sometimes called a knot. So they kind of stick together for a better chance of pregnancy. Well, the husky had laid down for the wiener dog, but she decided she was done before his swollen member had shrunk back to size. So when she stood up, he yelped so loud as she dragged him along. We all had to run out and hold him down while we tried pouring lukewarm water to help them separate. Only took another minute or two before that happened. I felt pretty bad for the little guy, but not too bad because the first time I met that dog, a year or so earlier, he got up on the couch behind me and peed on my back.
Oh, damn.
Thanks, guys. That from Kyle.
Hey.
Oh, let's see here. Time for a few birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, a shout out for my little big brother on his birthday. I don't know where I'd be without you. You've been through so much and are an inspiration to everyone around you. You are truly a blessing to the world and need to make today your day. Love you, big brother. That from Casey. Can I get a you like that, a bong rip, and the Men's Room guys talking about how the Seahawks going to win the Super Bowl this year? Thanks, guys. That from KC.
You like that? You like that?
Well, I mean, I sure hope they do.
Difficult, man.
I don't think
it's going to be a very high scoring game because both those defenses are pretty strong. I think this is going to be their year.
They're going to win the freaking game.
Could be a mistake.
Deo, old gentlemen, today I turned 38, statistically halfway down with life there. So can I get a you, your girl, and your Johnson, and the Dirty Germans with some wise words? Thank you, guys. Keep up the great work. You are a great staple of the Northwest. That from Ryan, the Iceman.
You, your girl, and your Johnson.
Yeah, you want some wise words? Keep it wrapped.
Yeah, said one German. Knows exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, I call myself a rap artist, and I don't sing.
If you want a skin-on banger.
Can I get a birthday request to my good friend Ryan? He knows who he is. So how about the Dirty Germans talking to him? Also let him know his birthday present will need to be licked off the next time he comes and sees me at my house. Sincerely, that from Carly, his favorite barista.
Yeah, I do not know what she is serving at this particular coffee house, but if it has to be licked off, that is good. But it depends entirely where the licking will occur.
Yeah, I'm Inzi's away. Name and occupation says attractive.
Yeah, nothing's too dirty.
All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes for sale in the area? We've got it. How long has a home been on the market? We'll know it. Average lot size? Uh-huh. Proximity to local parks? Of course. Insight into your neighbor's divorce? We're working on it. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Just got a new puppy or kitten? Congrats. But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign-up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we print everything you need to get your brand in front of your fans? We print banners and signs that help your business stand out. We print postcards and flyers that get people talking. And we print must-have merch like tote bags, t-shirts, and water bottles. Whether you want a few or a few thousand, we print on everything so that customers can go from noticing your brand to falling in love with it. Right now, new customers can get 20% off with code NEW20. Because if you need it, we print it at Vistaprint.ca.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you. We'll have a call now to be a contestant on Your Guess Is As Good As Mine, 206-803-ROCK. In the meantime, we wait for a contestant there. A couple of extra emails. Subject is liver. We were talking about food the other day. It says, bitches, in the mid-'80s, I cooked in a fine establishment called Mr. Steak. Once a month or so, there was a liver special. If you worked lunch, you could easily have 12 to 14 pieces of liver on the grill.
Yay!
All ordered by seniors. Unbelievable, the stink. Love the show. That from Mark. As far as food being involved. Boys, so I did the Packy One Chip Challenge. Five of us tried it at a bar, and there was a pair of tattoo artists watching and said, whoever lasted the longest without food or drink, you're going to get a free tattoo.
All right.
Well, 3 of the guys ended up puking in 15 minutes. That left me and the other dude, who was a giant Latino rugby player from New Mexico. Hottest thing I've ever eaten. But about an hour later, the heat started to go back down. At that point, he and I just realized it was now a competition to who could just stay sober in the bar the longest. And he gave me the tattoo, by the way. I've got a jalapeno with a crown on it. All right. Next day was the worst. When I finally took a dump, it was so hot my boys were tingling with like pins and needles. Like when your foot just woke back up from falling asleep. Seriously, guys, do not eat that chip. They ended up pulling the chip that same year after a kid passed on from it, probably due to complications from a heart condition. Cheers, guys. That from Tristan, the Ginger Ninja.
Weren't you just saying that during the break time? Like, why is spicy the only taste my butt recognizes?
Yeah, I was reading a funny meme, but it's the truth, though.
But it's never sweet. It's not even sour, but man, if it's spicy, your ass is like, oh, spicy food. Yeah, I got that.
Right, it's not that I, like, you know what I mean? Like, sure, I'll get indigestion from spicy food, but
Sure.
I would prefer to eat some spicy stuff, but I just know how bad the next day is going to be.
And it always is.
Yeah, always.
All right, time for Low Your Guess is As Good As Mine. It's an easy game to play. We get a contestant in line. You pick from one of 2 categories and try to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes, and you're out. Steve, who is ready to play. Your Guess is As Good As Mine, the Super Bowl edition.
Hello, Amy. Welcome to the men's room. Are you ready to play? Your guess is as good as mine.
Ready.
Okay.
Miles, her name's Amy, and she is, in fact, ready.
All right, Amy. Here we go. So today, it's quite simple. You have the top 10 greatest Seattle Seahawks of all times, courtesy of ClutchPoints.com. And we have the 10 greatest New England Patriot players of all time from Bleacher Report. So do you want to go hometown or do you want to go New England?
Oh, definitely hometown.
Okay, hometown.
I'm from Boston.
That's right. They say the Seahawks have not been around as long as some of the other NFL franchises. However, they've still produced a ton of amazing players and have achieved success that some teams have never accomplished. Seattle played the first season 50 years ago in 1976, one of the first expansion teams in the league. Following the AFL-NFL merger.
And it was the only team they beat that year.
Yeah, they joined the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay was the only team they beat. Tampa lost to every team. Seattle only beat Tampa, but that's expansion.
Seattle's appeared in so far 3 Super Bowls, 2006, 2014, and 2015, and of course coming up this year. And they won their franchise's only Lombardi trophy back in 2014. So, Amy, you know how the game is played. You try to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. Keep in mind, if you know anything about the Seahawks, I'm almost positive that if they're not, all of these guys are in the Ring of Honor or will be. If they have not been inducted yet. Okay? So what's your first guess?
I'm going to start a little old school, so let's do Steve Largent.
Steve Largent is number 2.
Yep.
They say Largent's story alone will keep him at the top of these lists forever.
Yep.
He was Seattle's first ever Pro Bowler in 1978 after 1,168 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns. He was inducted into the Ring of Honor December 23rd, 1989.
And think how terrible they were when he got all those yards. That is they were a bad team.
And
to do what he did is amazing.
Inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame as well. Okay, you're 1 for 1.
How about Jim Zorn?
Jim Zorn. That is not a bad guess at all. Jim Zorn was the first quarterback to ever play for the Seattle Seahawks. He is not on the list. There is a quarterback on the list.
There is. I would think it's some offensive linemen.
Yes, that's where my mind went.
Right? I mean, Big Walt's in the Hall of Fame.
So then we'll do a little newer now. Then how about Marshawn?
Marshawn Lynch. He's number 10.
That's right, boss.
They say, he might not have the longest career in Seattle, but he really made the most of his time as a Seahawk.
Yeah.
Best years between 2011 and 14. He eclipsed 1,200 yards rushing in 11 touchdowns in each of those seasons.
Jeez.
Something that only LaDainian Tomlinson, Walter Payton, and Eric Dickerson have accomplished.
Yep.
That's a big deal. Okay.
There's got to be another running back on there.
There is another running back on the list.
They just run out of bounds a lot.
Yes, played at Alabama.
Cortez Kennedy.
Oh, good call.
Cortez Kennedy. Let's see. Cortez Kennedy, number 4.
Yeah.
One of the very best interior defensive linemen for his 11 years in the NFL. His name is littered all over the franchise record book for good reason. He was an 8-time Pro Bowler, including a franchise record 6 consecutive Pro Bowl appearances. His best year came in 92. 93 tackles, 14 sacks, and 5 forced fumbles. He was named the NFL Defensive Player of the Year that year.
Yeah.
And yes, he is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Okay, Aim, you're doing pretty well here, man.
You said that there was one quarterback. How about Hasselback?
Wrong one.
He's not on there.
Oh.
I mean, if there's one quarterback, in theory, it should be Russell Wilson.
It's got to be, right?
I mean, his career didn't go downhill until he left here.
That's a good point.
And he won a Super Bowl.
Well, I was thinking between him and the other, so we'll do Russell Wilson.
He's number 6.
Yeah.
They say his career stats are pretty great. He is the Seahawks' all-time leader in most passing statistics, including yards, touchdown passes, fourth quarter comebacks, and game-winning drives. That's pretty strong.
And how about Richard Sherman?
Richard Sherman's number 8. They say Sherman
his penis
was a fifth-round pick who nobody expected to become one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, but he did.
Yes, he did.
He earned first-team All-Pro honors 3 times with the Hawks. And, of course, there's that block pass at the end of the 49er
against the Niners.
Mm-hmm, yep. Okay, let me give you a little help here, Amy. You got a safety on the list?
All right. There's got to be the other running back, right?
There's one other running back on the list. And when we got here, he was, I think, the starting running back.
Right. So, Amy, think about the Hasselbeck team 06. Who's the running back?
I think he's got 57 kids.
There's 2 first names.
Punter or a kicker on there?
No punter, no kicker. What we have left is we have a running back, we have a safety, we have a linebacker who's still playing, by the way.
Okay.
We have another safety on the list and an offensive tackle.
It's got to be.
Oh, I think I'm going to need a little bit of help. I'm
Say Sean Alexander.
Alexander.
He's number 9.
Yeah, that's the running back.
He's the guy that would run out of bounds and went to Bama.
Yeah. Now, I got to think one of them still playing, so that's got to be Bobby Wagner. No question about it. And, Ted, your opinion on this? Chancellor? You think he's on the list, too?
Cam should be on the list, and Big Walt's got to be on that list.
Well, there are no cornerbacks left. Cornerbacks left. We have 2 safeties still on the list.
Chancellor safety?
Yeah.
I thought he was a safety, yeah.
Did he he split safety, maybe?
Right, so Earl's on that team, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, a good call.
Okay, what are you thinking, Abe?
Cam Chancellor.
Not on the list.
Why are you listening to me, Amy? Obviously, I'm wrong.
I don't know. Why
Okay,
are
but
you guys helping me?
But you were right with Marshawn Lynch. You were right with Sean Alexander and Richard Sherman. You also got Russell Wilson correct on the list. Cortez Kennedy, you got right. Steve Largent as well. How do you want to try to wipe up the safeties, Ted?
So I'm guessing Earl Thomas.
Earl Thomas is on the list. He's the number 7 greatest Seahawk of all time, according to this. And we've got an old school guy that was really dominant back in the day, even when the Seahawks weren't very good.
Old school safety.
He was the original enforcer.
I know. I'm looking at his name. Oh, what is his? All right. Well, till we get there, Walter. Do we put
Walter Jones is the number 1 Seahawk of all time, easily. 13 seasons. Had 5,703 pass protection snaps.
Jesus.
Ken Easley.
Kenny Easley.
There we go.
He is number 3 on the list. So what do we got left? A linebacker here, and that's about it?
Did we do Bobby Wagner yet?
We did not.
Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner is on the list at number 5. He is the 5th greatest Seahawk of all time. So there you go. You got them all. Marshawn Lynch, number 10. Sean Alexander is 9. Richard Sherman, 8. Earl Thomas comes in at 7. Russell Wilson, followed by Bobby Wagner. Cortez Kennedy, Kenny Easley, Steve Largent, and your number 1 Seahawk of all time, that would be the one and only Walter Jones.
And all right, Bobby Wagner's still doing it. And look, the Commanders are not very good, but even when I watch their defense, he's still kind of in on every play.
He's a coach on the field.
Blows my mind.
He is, and I think that's what I think they literally are using him to do that too.
Oh, absolutely.
Like in meetings, he's teaching them stuff. I mean, look, you can make the argument, obviously, it's been how many years that he's lost a step, but he's still very effective.
He's lost a step, but he's still on par with almost anyone else playing linebacker. Right?
He's also
might
an
have
older
a stud
dude.
linebacker, but your linebackers that aren't studs are probably equivalent of Bobby Wagner now.
Yep. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, him losing a step is like Usain. I lost a step. Like, right, you can outrun everyone I've ever met
Like
in my life.
last year, right, the Seahawks aren't in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Right? The Commanders are doing well. So when I watched that Detroit game, it was like, all right, Bobby's on that team. I used to cheer for him. I'll be a Commanders fan for a day.
Sure.
And there was 45 to 50 Lions fans behind me that I didn't realize how many of them piled in.
Oh.
Down in Portland. Yeah.
Ooh.
And I just keep, my buddy said, he goes, I don't know if you want to turn around. He goes, they are pissed at you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like I met some other guy and then he was like, can you teach me that fight song? And I was like, all right. But we're not going to sing it all the time, and I am a Seahawks fan. Then at halftime, I kind of talked to him. But when it got about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and look, full disclosure, I thought Detroit was going to win that game.
Sure.
When it got 10 minutes left, my one good friend, he just looked at me and said, I think we should go. I said, do you think I'm in trouble? He goes, I'm not going to say there's a fight. There definitely could be a tussle.
A tussle.
And I was like,
a tussle.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they were so good, the Lions last year.
Yeah. I feel bad for Curse out of any of the Seahawks that we've seen play. He got drafted in 2016.
You're right.
He's a stud. They cut his ass last year. I mean, he missed the Super Bowl by 1 year, and now he missed it at the final end of his career by 1 year.
Yeah.
That sucks. All right, coming up at 5:08, we'll drink a toast with the shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
At Homes.com, we do whatever it takes to get you the in-depth info on local schools you won't find anywhere else. Things like student-teacher ratio, test scores, and school programs. And sometimes that requires attending school recitals. So many recitals.
That's my son. Isn't he terrific?
Yeah, a real prodigy. Homes.com.
Ding dong.
We've done your homework.
Just got a new puppy or kitten? Congrats. But also, yikes. Between crates, beds, toys, treats, and those first few vet visits, you've probably already dropped a small fortune, which is where Lemonade Pet Insurance comes in. It helps cover vet costs so you can focus on what's best for your new pet. The coverage is customizable, sign up is quick and easy, and your claims are handled in as little as 3 seconds. Pro tip, Lemonade offers a package specifically for puppies and kittens. Get a quote at lemonade.com/pet. Your future self will thank you. Your pet won't. They don't know what insurance is.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we print everything you need to get your brand in front of your fans? We print banners and signs that help your business stand out. We print postcards and flyers that get people talking. And we print must-have merch like tote bags, t-shirts, and water bottles. Whether you want a few or a few thousand, we print on everything so that customers can go from noticing your brand to falling in love with it. Right now, new customers can get 20% off with code NEW20. Because if you need it, we print it at Vistaprint.ca.
It's always amazing to see how quickly your child grows, and I'm not just talking about their height. From those early babbles to full-on storytelling, getting to watch how their ideas, creativity, and confidence develop over the years is honestly pretty incredible. Sometimes they surprise you with what they come up with, and Lego bricks can be right there with them through all of those stages. It's not just a toy, it's a full creative building journey that keeps evolving as they do. Lego Sets Play starts as early as 1.5 with Lego Duplo, the bigger bricks designed for little hands that are just starting to explore and build. Then around age 4, kids transition to the smaller Lego bricks, and suddenly you're watching real structures take shape, real ideas form, and their imagination really take off. They begin with simple stacking, but over time they grow into full-on creators, building worlds, stories, and things you never would have expected. That's the kind of magic of Lego bricks. You're not buying a phase, you're starting a journey. Learn more and start building today with Lego bricks.
99.9 KISW. The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, cut over here. It's 5:08. We'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. I know you've all been waiting, and the results are in. Punxsutawney Phil has predicted 6 more weeks of winter.
Isn't that kind of what he does every year?
Pretty much.
Actually, no.
No.
But his percentage sucks.
Well, he's a groundhog.
Yeah, but like...
But wait, do we blame him or do we blame the people that are quoting him?
I'm just saying, he's at like 35%.
Yeah.
Whereas Staten Island Chuck, he's got a higher percentage, though there is a theory that he's dead, and this is a stand-in Chuck, because Blasio dropped him one year. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Chuck Gate 2026.
Correct. And then you got that Canadian one.
Yeah.
Apparently he said it's going to be in early spring. So I crunched some of the numbers. Punxsutawney Phil just kind of sucks.
You know,
but I do want to go see him.
I'm going to keep listening to our local weather people.
Yeah.
You think you can trust the groundhog? You know, I'm just going to stick with our meteorologists that are on TV.
Well, that bomb cyclone really messed up the East Coast.
Yes.
That was
the Punxsutawney Phil bring it up?
Crazy.
He did not. He knows so much about weather, but he's just like, I'm not going to talk about the bomb cyclone.
Well, they claim he's like the same one. And he's magical.
Uh-huh.
He's eternal. Even though that they actually used to eat Punxsutawney Phil after those predictions, but we just forgot about that part.
I didn't.
I'm in for that.
You'd be down for some woodchuck?
You need groundhog?
Woodchuck, groundhog? Sure, why not?
Whistle pig.
I mean, people eat beaver.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Hey, you brought it up.
Would you make woodchuck roast?
Ooh, I see what you did there. Why not?
Oh, we're getting off
He
topic.
predicts the right weather, then we eat him.
Thanks, buddy. The team behind the game Wordle announced that they'd begin phasing in words that have already been used in the game.
Well, it's inevitable, right?
Right. But they were like, don't worry. There's a whole lot of unique 5-letter words that we haven't used yet, but we're going to start bringing the old ones back in, which means we're about to get into the stupid 5-letter words that you have no idea what this word freaking means.
Right. Words you'd never guess in 10 million years.
Correct. I'm still pretty good. We're a 3-4 guess household. Sometimes I'll get them 2. Yeah.
Yeah. For whatever reason, the kids do it in 1 or 2.
Good Lord.
And always. But they just glance at it and be like, it's so-and-so. Like, gee, come on. God damn it.
I'm right on it. We're right there. Scientists have developed earbuds that monitor brain activity in real time to build playlists that maximize musical chills and emotional pleasure. Basically, those songs that give you the goosebumps, man.
Do you want that?
Depends.
I mean, it sounds good, but I'm like, what is this based on? Like, it's taking my brain waves, kind of determines my mood, and then finds the appropriate song.
For the most part, yes.
Okay.
The songs that you would enjoy the most.
But you don't know if I enjoyed the song. You might say, man, he seems agitated, right?
Sure.
So let's find, I don't know, some lullaby. Like, no, wrong song.
It's kind of where I'm at is
you did not pick correctly.
It depends on where I'm at, what I'm doing, how I'm feeling as far as the music that I'm, and the music changes with the seasons as well. It's dark outside. I listen to more of my hard rock, angry stuff. When we get into the summertime, we're breaking out the country music. That's right. We're bringing out the drinking music.
Yeah.
Having fun.
Yeah, a lot goes into this, man.
Yeah.
Don't just look at my brain waves and guess. You're going to be wrong.
And even then, it's wrong half the doggone time anyway. Here's your list of songs that we know that you're going to like. Like, I've never listened to this song, and I don't like this song. I skip this song literally every time it comes on. Why is this on a playlist that you've made for me?
Yeah.
We notice you keep skipping it. Must be missing it.
Right. We know you like this artist. Here's a B track that you never listen to. Like, doggone it.
But if I'm listening to a rap station, like, I feel like I'm not going to say what service I was using. It felt kind of racist. Threw Shabuzi in there, and I was like,
dare you to sing out loud.
That brother ain't rapping.
No, he's not.
Like, how did he get in here?
I mean, how'd he get in here? Hey, get him out of here.
I'm just saying, come on. It's a Biggie Smalls playlist.
Right.
Shabuzi does not belong in that room.
Shabuzi ain't rapping.
I mean, look, I love Shabuzi. Maybe I just like too many of the songs. I don't know.
Still.
Put your thinking caps on, Jen. It's time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. Unfortunately, I give you guys a 10% chance of success on this one. It is a noun brought to you by the letter P. And it's a formal word used to refer to the ability to see or anticipate what will or might happen in the future.
Procrastinate.
That's a
prognosticate.
Prognosticate.
Prophecy.
Prophesize. Nope, that's not the word. You're very close.
Wait, say the definition again, because we're all right there.
A formal word used to refer to the ability to see or anticipate what will or might happen in the future.
Prognostication.
No, not prognostication. You're all very close. You're dancing all around it. There's an official way to say this. I've got to look it up. Prescience. Prescience.
I've never heard that. Prescience. I've heard the word.
It looks like pre-science is what it looks like.
Yeah, prescience.
Prescience.
Hey, man, what's that pre-science?
That's what I take in school.
That's right.
Wasn't smart enough to take science. They gave me pre-science.
Pre-science.
Yeah.
Science, bro. Come on.
This is the periodic table. Don't set nothing on it. You can't.
Right. It's not a table. It's a chart. Pre-science. Come on. Just some basic things we want to go over.
A new study found that people judge kind liars who give overly positive feedback as more moral than brutally honest truth tellers.
You look great in that outfit.
For the most part, really.
You don't.
You know, they
you know you don't. That's why you asked me.
And the study, like I looked at a little bit of a breakdown and synopsis of what it was, and it's that people are okay with hearing the truth, but there is a amount
way to do it.
Right, there's a way to do it. There's a delivery. There's an art to how you tell people a hard truth. You can't just blatantly throw it at somebody because their defenses go up and they don't want to hear it, or it hurts their feelings and it has a bad effect on it.
Sure.
There's a way to be constructive with people with how you're telling them the truth.
My wife was, we had an event to go to Friday. I had to wear a suit. She's going through all these different dresses. So she walked out, showing me one of the dresses. And said, what do you think? So what do you think? She wasn't sure. I said, why? She pointed it out. I said, you are correct.
Okay.
Right? That's like, what is your insecurity on this? Because I'll be honest with you there. I'm not going to just blurt something out. That's for women to do to men.
Correct.
Are you seriously wearing that?
Right.
Well,
do you have another shirt?
Why is it always a shirt?
Why? Why are you
It's always
asking?
a shirt.
Why is it all? Yeah, it's the shirt police. Pants, don't even look at it. Shoes, don't even care.
Nope, shirt.
You're wearing that shirt? I'm wearing it right now, yeah.
Why are you wearing that? Because I'd rather wear this than nothing.
Are you wearing that?
She actually bought me a shirt to go with the suit.
When
At
we go
first,
to
we had an
dinner?
issue with the suit, but I was just not in the mood. She said, well, the color. I said, look, how does that matter? So she agreed to drop that. But then she went out and bought me a shirt. And I said, okay, because it's the shirt. And I like the shirt. It was a fine shirt, but I'm like, I'm glad I didn't pick the shirt.
I was passing him on the way to the bathroom. His wife's around the corner. I go, you do look nice, man. He should. I picked out that shirt.
I know, right?
Damn. I was like, all right, good job picking out that shirt.
He's not even kidding.
I mean, that literally happened.
Yeah.
God forbid I give my wife any kind of a hard time when we're on the way out the door.
Don't.
Easy for you to say with your mismatched shirt and shoes. Like, okay, I didn't know that was a big
The
problem.
only thing that ever gotten under my skin is the same thing. It's like, you're wearing that shirt. It's like, you gave it to me.
But not for this occasion.
Right. It's like,
They pick out things to wear one time, Ted. This
That is
shirt
very true.
goes with one outfit.
Yeah. She did point out, hey, you can wear this shirt without the suit, and she's right. And I'm like, no, I appreciate that. But she even says, after being together for 21 years, I know how you operate. And one-time use is disposable. So if I'm wearing a one-time suit, it's going in the trash when we're done.
Correct. Over the last 20 years, psychosis diagnosis among teenagers
Look
has...
at you rhyming. Yeah. The diagnosis of the psychosis.
That felt fun to say.
Because your liver has cirrhosis. And your breath is halitosis. God damn it.
I feel like drinking some mimosas.
Psychosis diagnoses among teenagers has surged by 60% over the last 20 years.
I don't know what that means, Mike.
We've been diagnosing more teenagers with psychosis.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I thought it was like they were paralyzed on making decisions.
No.
Psychosis diagnosis.
Yeah, like I can't decide.
I'm sipping my mimosas.
Oh, heavens.
Paradox of choice.
The paralysis of analysis.
Yeah. Boom.
There you go.
Yeah, say it, man.
You need to be a doctor, Mike.
Oh, my, you have paralysis of analysis.
I like the doctor that just raps.
Now, I got good news. You're still going to be a dancer. But after looking at your lungs, well, fill in the blank.
You were diagnosed.
Sorry.
The doctor's just spitting bars out here.
Right.
Oh, we've been talking about pets all day, but you know what? The thing that we never really come back around to is the thing that all of us pet owners have to deal with at some point.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
Pets. We all love our pets. There are
We better.
little bundles of joy that live to annoy us at some point in our
They're
lives.
bundles of many things, yes.
And we got a lot of things that we all pet owners have in common. And these are 10 bad things that all pets do. Number 10 being eating dangerous non-food items.
Yeah, it's inevitable. Well, I feel like that is... I have a dog and a cat. The cat, we do not have that problem. The dog, we don't have it much. But if one of the two of them is going to eat something bad, it's going to be the dog.
Yeah.
I feel like cats, for the most part, are like, you think I'm crazy, bitch? I'm not eating that. That's terrible for me. Where dogs are like, if it can fit in my mouth, it's edible.
The only thing, there's a couple things that the dog has gotten into. For the most part, it's the cat.
Really?
Yeah, our boy cat, he's going all over the place, and he loves to chew plastic. I don't know what it is, but we'll just be walking around the house, and he's just getting after something over there. The dog... like normal dogs, when there's a lady in the house, they'll find their way to the garbage can at some point in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
And sticking with that same energy, he'll jump into the litter box from time to time, get himself some Roca.
Man, God. When I had a big dog, the biggest dog I've ever had, he's the one that would eat cat turds, but we were like kind of the closed thing. And we knew he'd do it because it's always like stuck in his gums and his fur. It's like, dude, you got to stop doing this. So I just remember coming home from work. I can hear the dog eating the litter, so I kind of slam the door, and he lifts his head up real quick, but it's still stuck in the cat litter box. So crap just spilled everywhere, and I'm like, and the thing is stuck on his head, and I'm like, now we have to clean all of this up. I've asked you not to do that. It's just like, God damn it, man.
And their quick movement, they know that they're where they're not supposed to be.
Lifted his head up, and it was just like, dude. Come on.
That's the equivalent of somebody busting into your bedroom, man, and you're just
it is
caught doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Ah!
I ripped my foreskin off.
Darkness, darn damn.
It all involves a lot of cleanup.
Yes, it does.
It's the truth.
Oh, hey.
I've never crossed the finish line in that moment, though.
Oh, damn, that would be just terrible. It's bad enough to walk in on someone doing it, but if you had have been that moment, like, oh, gee.
No.
I did not mean to see that, man.
I'm sorry, Mom. Whew. 10 bad things that all pets do. Jumping on people. It's a common enthusiastic greeting behavior that can be annoying or dangerous, especially for children or the elderly. This is where the small dog has gotten a little bit better. Because I used to have the big dog that would jump on people. And that gets a lot more annoying than the small dog that won't stop jumping up.
Sure. It took us years. We finally got it out of Molly's system. He used to just drive me nuts.
The other problem is that a lot of people are just like, oh, no, I love dogs. It's like, right, but we're trying to train the dog not to do that.
I understand it might not bug you, but actually, it bugs me.
Right.
Stop.
Right.
Jesus.
You're not the only one we're going to run into with this.
And I promise you, this person is going to pet you at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
With their irresistible, stupid face.
One I've never had, digging in the yard. Anybody had a digger in there?
Oh, yeah. Yes, careful. Yes, I did.
As far as their dogs go.
Tigger did.
Tigger was a digger.
Tigger the digger.
Yeah. Chewy was a digger as well.
Your dog Tigger is also a digger. I got one more rhyme, but let's not do it in polite company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Often caused by boredom, a need for a cool spot, or trying to hide items.
I've not had a digger as far as the pet goes, and I'm very happy about that.
Right? The clothes, even then, she wouldn't do it. But talking about a cool spot, my dogs would go to a dirt spot to lay down, but
Yes.
it was usually already disrupted. My dad and I were working in the backyard or something like that. She was not the one that was doing the digging. So I'm very fortunate to have
taking advantage of your hole.
That's right.
Then it winks at you.
I enjoy your hole. Here I go.
I mean, I kind of do that on the beach sometimes. On the East Coast, the sand would be
With
so
the wetter
hot.
sand down there.
You got to dig your
sure.
feet in real quick to kind of get below it.
Yeah.
Excessive barking or vocalizing, usually driven by anxiety, boredom, or a need to alert the owner to something. Yeah, the only problem that I had with the dog that I've got now is he would get anxious when he didn't know what people were doing. You could come into the house and he'd do the initial barks and he'd eventually calm down. But the thing that bugged me, I don't care about that. Dogs are going to bark. I'm a foreign entity, whatever, okay. As soon as we get past that, we're okay. He would have the issue where he'd be calm, and then I would get up to go to the bathroom, and he would follow after me just with as much vigor, just barking at me like crazy. Yes.
Really? My dog always follows my wife to the bathroom. I'm crying. Because even yesterday, she's like, I'm just going to the bathroom. And I'm speaking on behalf of the dog. Like, must confirm.
Right.
We'll wait outside of the door until you're done.
But his was like, where the hell are you going? What are you doing in this house? Like, bro, give me a minute.
Now, my dog barks to let me know someone, not even someone's at the door, someone is in proximity to the home.
Sure.
Or that my neighbor is returning his own damn trash can. And after years of knowing him, I want him to know, I see you.
I do have a neighbor whose dog is very alert. She's a hound dog of some sort. That's right. And so I will take my trash out, and without fail, I'll try to be quiet. Open up the thing, drop the trash can in there. Like,
Yeah.
I got it.
Sorry, man.
Sorry. And it's late, too. Butt scooting, often caused by irritated anal glands, allergies, or parasites. Yeah, if
it's happening, I understand there's a bigger issue.
That's how we know that we got to go get him drained, is if he does the scooting. Yeah.
You got to drain the dog?
Yes.
I don't want a dog whose ass I have to drain.
I take him in to get drained.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not doing it.
Well, and the weird thing is even though he's a long-haired dog, you've seen in the little Brillo pads.
Yeah.
He doesn't get anything stuck back there until he starts doing that butt scoot thing.
Yeah.
Because then things are just a little bit too tight, so they have to liquefy in order to get out of there, and that's when things start getting stuck.
It's always like we have hard surfaces everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But if the dog's got to puke, it's going to be. And I get it.
Yes.
It's like a patch of grass. I understand why they do that. It doesn't make it less annoying. They did really. You did it on the area rug, man. You can't just hit the stone or something easy to clean.
No.
No, I can't do that.
Nope, right here on the carpet.
The one time I was going to kill my dog, we had bought hot honey when it first started hitting big, right? So my wife went out and bought an actual tube of hot honey. Didn't give it a thought. Came home from wherever. I think it came home from work. Not only had the dog gotten into it, and drained the entire bottle, but did it on the couch.
Oh.
And I'm like, again. Like, if you're going to do this, why did you do it here?
Right.
On the couch.
What is the classic feline douchebag behavior?
Knocking stuff off tables.
Damn straight.
Yep.
Knocking items off of shelves. Classic feline behavior, often done to get attention out of hunting or curiosity. No, it's just because he's a douchebag. He just has to push things until they just fall down.
Is there any reason for that other than the fact that they can? Because it's every cat.
I think it is just curiosity that they're just moving it to see why it's there, and then when it
gravity
falls, it
still
doesn't do
works.
anything. Yeah, exactly.
I'll be there.
Rolling in smelly stuff. We heard a few of those calls today.
Yeah.
Natural instinct to roll in feces or dead animals to mask their scent.
Oh, like camouflage.
There you go.
Right.
All right.
So other animals think, man, there's a turd walking toward us.
Anybody ever have a dog that drank from the toilet?
Yep. I thought they all did.
Only if that's what will remind me that her water dish is dry.
Oh,
She
yeah.
won't just do it on her own, but I'll hear her drinking out of the toilet, and I'm like, I need to get her water.
Sorry,
Yes.
baby.
And ew.
Chewing inappropriate items. Dogs and puppies frequently chew furniture, shoes, household items, which can be destructive and hazardous. I'll also put scratching on there as well.
Sure,
especially when they're puppies.
Yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of cats when they're learning it. Luckily, we've gotten a hold of ours because we've got a lot of scratching posts and services around there that they haven't gone for the things that they're not allowed to.
Velvet works.
Oh, yeah.
For a reason, cats don't like velvet. There's a big-ass velvet couch downstairs. Money.
Really?
She scratches the other things down there, but not the couch, yeah.
And then I'll leave you with this last and final bad thing that all pets do. You're sitting down, you're eating your dinner, and you look over, and there's a pair of beady eyes just staring at you, waiting. I want some of that. Begging for food.
Is it begging, or are they Jedi mind trick you? Because our dog will not be in your face. She just goes under the table. And it is understood. We know why you're there.
Sure.
So you're not really like begging. You're not in my way.
Oh,
but
no.
if anything drops to the floor, it is gone.
My boy begs. He will walk up and he will get closer with every bite that you take. Like, do you know I'm here yet? Are you sure?
That, no.
I will help you with that. A mother of 3 ended up in the hospital after suffering a stroke, and doctors think they know what caused it, Miles.
What was that?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thanks, our headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast boxer Jarrell Big Baby Miller. You familiar with this then?
Come on, yeah.
Yeah, so this past Saturday, Big Baby, he squared off against Kingsley Iba. Now, our honoree. He did win the fight in a split decision, but it's the punch that Iba landed that will be remembered. Have you seen this, Miles?
I have.
Okay, so in the second round, Iba connected with an uppercut, which knocked Miller's toupee off of his head. Now, to say that the crowd was stunned and amused, a bit of an understatement. But instead of being embarrassed, well, Miller, he decided to own it. He ended up throwing his toupee into the crowd between rounds, right? Because basically he took this uppercut, and you see his flap of hair pop up. So everyone's kind of laughing, he pulls it off, throws it into the crowd. But after the fight, he explained, according to him, he had accidentally washed his hair with bleach instead of shampoo 2 days earlier and lost his hair. So he put on the toupee. Now, do you believe that?
No.
Yeah, I was like, brother, no one confuses bleach with shampoo.
And if you still have hair and it just is gone for a time, like for a fight, you wouldn't care.
No.
The fact that you have a toupee that looked really good.
It looked really good until you took an uppercut to the chin.
Just shave your head.
The only
Or
bad
whatever.
thing is, I think people, like, nobody's realizing, like, he won that fight.
He did. But that's not what anyone's talking about.
No.
Not a single person. If you get the chance, look at the video, man. It is, if you don't know what's coming, it takes you off guard.
I didn't even know people were still rocking toupees with all the surgeries.
No, but that's the thing, man. We have advanced hair restoration. Maybe look into that, man. Just saying. But we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
With comprehensive reports on local schools you won't find anywhere else, Homes.com is the only place to find the in-depth info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Curious about where a school ranks in the state? Look no further. Percentage of teachers in their first or second year? We've got it. Lowest student-teacher ratio? No problem. The best cafeteria lunch in the district for your 9-year-old food blogger? Would it surprise you if we said yes? Homes.com. We've done your homework.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we print everything you need to get your brand in front of your fans? We print banners and signs that help your business stand out. We print postcards and flyers that get people talking. And we print must-have merch like tote bags, t-shirts, and water bottles. Whether you want a few or a few thousand, we print on everything so that customers can go from noticing your brand to falling in love with it. Right now, new customers can get 20% off with code NEW20. Because if you need it, we print it at Vistaprint.ca.
It's always amazing to see how quickly your child grows. And I'm not just talking about their height. From those early babbles to full-on storytelling, getting to watch how their ideas, creativity, and confidence develop over the years is honestly pretty incredible. Sometimes they surprise you with what they come up with. And Lego bricks can be right there with them through all of those stages. It's not just a toy, it's a full creative building journey that keeps evolving as they do. Lego Sets Play starts as early as 1.5 with Lego Duplo, the bigger bricks designed for little hands that are just starting to explore and build. Then around age 4, kids transition to the smaller Lego bricks, and suddenly you're watching real structures take shape, real ideas form, and their imagination really take off. They begin with simple stacking, but over time they grow into full-on creators, building worlds, stories, and things you never would have expected. That's the kind of magic of Lego bricks. You're not buying a phase, you're starting a journey. Learn more and start building today with Lego bricks.
No matter why your clients give, their donations can do so much more with a donor-advised fund from DAF Giving 360. They can donate cash, publicly traded securities, or other non-cash items like real estate and even crypto, while recommending grants at any time. DAF Giving 360 can offer you over 25 years of expertise, bringing donors, financial advisors, and even charities together to make a greater impact. Learn more at dafgiving360.org/advisors. dafgiving360.org/advisors. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Homes.com is the only place where you can find specialized neighborhood guides with the in-depth insider info home shoppers want. Very in-depth info. Want to know if there's homes for sale in the area? We've got it. How long has a home been on the market? We'll know it. Average lot size? Uh-huh. Proximity to local parks? Of course. Insight into your neighbor's divorce? We're working on it. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
As a woman entrepreneur, you know that every connection counts, whether it's with your customers, your team, or your community. Spectrum Business is here to help you build those connections stronger and faster. Imagine running your business with fast, reliable, fiber-powered internet so you can stay connected to customers, employees, and vendors without having to worry. We know flexibility matters. That's why select Spectrum Business packages come with a 3-year price guarantee, so you can focus on running your business. Plus, enjoy savings on internet, phone, TV, and mobile services when you bundle, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee and no long-term contracts. With Spectrum Business, you get more than just internet. You get support with 100% U.S.-based customer service. Real people who understand small business, ready 24/7 to help you stay up and running. Join millions of business owners like you across America who trust Spectrum Business for reliability, speed, and support. Visit spectrum.com/business today to get started. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhooks please everyone on Profile This is played.
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Deacon. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola.
Hola. All right, Deacon, you understand how this here game is played?
Fairly certain.
All right, well, we're going to offer you one of 3 categories, and today your categories include the wonderful world of drugs, We have Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence, and a brand new category today called In the Buff. Or in other words, you'll know the person is naked. The question is either tell us why or tell us where. So would you like drugs, Seriously, or In the Buff?
Oh, let's do the wonderful world of drugs.
A snowplow driver in Connecticut. He went on a wild ride while allegedly high on drugs, damaging a porch, 2 cars, and a garage, all on his first day on the job. So 46-year-old Mark Keene, he was arrested and charged with reckless driving and operating under the influence. Now, his arrest stems from an incident back on December 28th, around 7 in the morning, when he was doing snowplow jobs in his truck near Glen Ridge Road. According to the arrest, he veered off the road onto a walkway of one house, drove across the front yard of that residence, and hit the front porch of the home next door, causing one side to fall. Ring camera footage shows the truck hitting the porch, driving over a stone wall, and then through the neighboring property. The truck can be seen on video speeding across the street to another house where it slammed into a sedan on the driveway, pushing it into a closed garage and coming to rest under an SUV parked inside. The officers found Keene sitting in his truck, saying he had no idea that he was just involved in the collision. They say he had slurred speech, pinpoint pupils in both eyes. But the fun was not done yet. He began to foam at the mouth and turned blue, prompting an officer to give his ass Narcan and call an ambulance. Inside of the ambulance, Keene fought with EMTs who had to tie his ass to the stretcher. He then bit an officer's hands and arms. Wow. Now, later, he told police that before he went to plow some driveways, he'd been in an argument with his girlfriend on the phone, and he told police he did drugs, and the next thing he remembered, he was sitting in the truck in the driveway where the police found him. The question for you is, what drug was this pillar of society on? Was he on heroin? Was he on PCP? Was he on crack? Or was he on cocaine? So heroin, PC, crack, or cocaine?
Oh, man. I don't know. I'm definitely feeling the PCP there.
Seems like it's either D.C. or the New England, Boston area.
Connecticut.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah. Yeah, he was swinging for the fences on this.
I think I'm going to go crack cocaine, Deacon.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, biting people seems pretty PCP-ish.
It does.
But I don't know. The fact he's fallen asleep and can't remember anything, I'm going to go heroin.
Heroin, okay. All right, what do you think?
All right. Deacon, this is you. What's your guess?
I'm going PCP on that one.
PCP.
Okay. What was this guy on? Was he on heroin, PCP, crack, or cocaine? We'll let you know coming up next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Huddle up. We got one play. Everything we work for comes down to this.
Quick question. Speaking of workouts, how would you rate your athletic program?
Bro, we're in the middle of the state championship.
Oh, so like a B+ then?
Dude, get out of our huddle.
Well, at Homes.com, we leave it all on the field to get you detailed information on local schools.
Off the field.
Off the field. Copy. All right, go sports.
How'd he even get in here?
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
As a woman entrepreneur, you know that every connection counts, whether it's with your customers, your team, or your community. Spectrum Business is here to help you build those connections stronger and faster. Imagine running your business with fast, reliable, fiber-powered internet so you can stay connected to customers, employees, and vendors without having to worry. We know flexibility matters. That's why select Spectrum Business packages come with a 3-year price guarantee, so you can focus on running your business. Plus, enjoy savings on internet, phone, TV, and mobile services when you bundle, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee and no long-term contracts. With Spectrum Business, you get more than just internet. You get support with 100% U.S.-based customer service, real people who understand small business, ready 24/7 to help you stay up and running. Join millions of business owners like you across America who trust Spectrum Business for reliability, speed, and support. Visit spectrum.com/business today to get started. Restrictions apply. Services not available in all areas.
You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Categories drugs on profile this week. Head to Connecticut. A snowplow driver on his very first day at work went on a rampage. And he had an argument with his girlfriend, but either way, he drove the plow basically into a house, up onto a porch, and then he attacked officers and responders who were trying to save his life. So the question is, what was this guy on? Heroin, PCP, crack, or cocaine?
And Deacon, that is the very question that we posed to you. But let's start with D. Ted Smith.
Oh, not heroin,
You
huh?
went with heroin. No, it was not heroin, although the sleep would throw you off. Miles, you went crack because why not? It's the East Coast. It is not crack. Declan, that leaves you. You went with PCP. The guy was combative. He bit people. They had to tie him to a stretcher. No. Believe it or not, straight up cocaine.
Pop it down.
All right.
Straight cocaine. Okay.
Well, you're snow plowing.
Yeah, a couple people I knew, too, made that comment. Like,
I guess it all adds up.
Yeah, it does. Now for all TV news all the time, and it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right. As soon as I find my jokes in here, I'll tell you what your options are. All right. Your options are, you got the Jimmies.
Fallon and Kimmel.
You got Weekend Update. You have Seth Meyers. Stephen Colbert, Bill Maher, or Ted Smith?
Is it Ted or is it late night?
And it's right there. Title These guys have teams of talented writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke? And from whom? Or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
In equestrian news, in Ohio, horses are banned from having sex in public. So I guess let the horse inside your home? Where else are horses supposed to have sex?
Seth?
Ted?
Yeah, it was me.
I saw that. Wait.
They're horses.
What are you going to do? Give him a ticket?
Yee, a.k.a. Kanye West, took out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal apologizing for his past anti-Semitic comments, saying they were due to an undiagnosed brain injury from a car crash 25 years ago. Damn! Even when it comes to excuses, he's creative genius.
SNL.
Yeah, it was SNL.
Ye took out a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal apologizing for his past anti-Semitic comments, saying they were due to an undiagnosed brain injury from a car crash 25 years ago. Damn. Even when it comes to excuses, he's a creative genius.
The guy wrote a song where the chorus was Hail Hitler.
Yeah, it's car accident, Ted.
What did he expect?
Car accidents and Ambien. That,
People should stop asking the climber Alex Hanan, who just climbed a 100-story building with no ropes or net, while he still risks death now that he is married with a wife and kids at home. Haven't you already answered your own question?
SNL.
Fallon.
Bill Maher.
The media has to stop asking the climber, Alex Honnold, who just climbed a 100-story building with no ropes or nets, why he still risks death now that he's married with a wife and kids at home. Haven't you answered your own question?
A new study finds that by the year 2035, nearly half Americans will be obese. Hey, as long as it's the bottom half, baby.
I would say Michael Chase specifically SNL.
Weekend Update.
A new study finds that by the year 2035, nearly half of American adults will be obese. Hey, as long as it's the bottom half, baby.
Waffle House announced that it will again be taking reservations for Valentine's Day. It's the perfect place to get down on one knee and say, I've been stabbed.
Seth?
SNL.
That was SNL.
Waffle House announced that they will once again be taking reservations for Valentine's Day. And fellas, Waffle House is the perfect place to get down on one knee and say, I've been stabbed.
Did you guys watch SNL this week?
I did not.
I actually watched it Saturday night.
All right.
That was pretty funny.
That's rare. Usually that's your Sunday thing, right?
It is, but I didn't really have much going on. I was cooking, so I had the no football. So I had the crock pot rolling.
How many things did you get done this weekend?
A lot more.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I know. It's just like, I guess we don't have a 4-hour chunk just cut out on each day to watch a game.
Nope.
I made some pork in the crock pot on Saturday, and then, I was cooking on Sunday, too. But it was kind of nice because I put it in there early, and I got home in time. I was like, all right, I'm going to time this out. So I get home and be like a grown-up.
That's perfect.
Watch SNL on Saturday night.
With the house smelling good.
I'll tell you what, it is unbelievable.
I know. Crock pot, they should have that as a candle. Just put anything in the crock pot.
Yeah, just put it in
Seriously,
the crock
just put it. You don't have to do anything. Just put it in there and turn it on.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, did anybody watch the Grammys?
Oh, I had to sit there. No, I didn't.
All right,
because my daughter came out of her room, which is rare when you're a 15-year-old girl, and sat down and watched the whole freaking thing with us. My wife even said, "You're a good father." I'm like, it's not at all what I want to watch.
Yeah, I thought the performance with like Post Malone and them doing Ozzy stuff was pretty good.
It was great. I mean,
I caught a few things.
Chad Smith / Duff, another guitar player who I'm not sure, and Post Malone singing, and it's like they sounded like those guys should. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, I was kind of clicking around between that and then the NBA now. NBC has like Sunday Night Basketball, which seemed more exciting. The more exciting thing was I keep forgetting that hockey does these stadium series, so it's not just New Year's Day. Yeah. So they were down in Tampa Bay. First of all, it's Gasparilla Week or whatever. So it's like they celebrate the Pirates and stuff.
Okay.
So it was kind of, first of all, crazy. Tampa Bay Lightning, that whole team showed up dressed as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, no way.
Pads and everything.
That's pretty cool.
And then when they came out for the game, they had like tiki torches and everything, and they're like, they got to walk the plank or whatever. But the coaches were dressed up like Scarface.
Okay.
Unbelievable. There was a goalie fight. It was pretty good.
It might have been able to play outside.
Well, yeah, I think it helped that it was so cold. But definitely helped that game. But credit to the NHL. It was kind of exciting to watch. Let's see. I mean, look, I don't think anything from the Grammys really shocked me a ton. The big news that was kind of funny is that Cher was up there getting like a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But then there is a certain part after Cher accepted her award, she just kind of walked off, and Trevor Noah kind of had to help her back and remind her what she was doing.
So that's all I have to say. Thank you. I guess I'm supposed to walk off now. All right. I have to walk off and
So Trevor Noah has to hop up on the tiny chair.
Before you go, Cher. Cher, before you go, could we get you to announce the nominees? I could do it, but it's not the same. I don't have the track record. Welcome back, Cher, everybody.
You can see I wanted to give out the stage.
All right, so good save by him. He hops up there. His mic's live. He's like, hey, you got to go back. Right?
Yeah, she truly
and you can
had
hear
no
it in
idea.
his voice. He doesn't want to have to bark at Cher and be like, hey.
Get your ass on stage.
So then when she's giving out the award, there is a song called Luther. All right?
Yes.
She misconfuses that with Luther Vandross.
And the Grammy goes to... Oh! They told me it was going to be on the prompter. Oh, the Grammy goes to Luther Vandross.
Vandross.
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a Kendrick song with, yeah.
But how old is she? Like,
all right, so that's what I said to Mike,
old,
too. I said, the other thing, like, you got to remind yourself, and like, look, I get everybody does it. She's had a lot of surgeries over the year. They're like, she is an older woman.
Yeah, and then, like, she can do her performance because she knows her song. She know, right? It's choreographed. You know what you're going to do. This, it's a little more open-ended, and you can tell in that situation, like, you need to guide her along a little bit, fellas.
Correct.
Right.
And I think Luther Vandross is dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, because she said that, me and my wife looked at each other, and I'm like, but the look on my face was, she is old. That is who she would know. That's why when you listen to her, she sounds so excited. In the winter, oh, so I think in her mind, she's like, wow, my buddy Luther Vandross. Like, no.
Yeah.
Someone probably had to tell her backstage, he's dead.
That's it, right. That's a tough one.
I'm so happy for him.
All right. Have you guys seen this show called Heated Rivalry?
I've heard all about the hockey players, two gay hockey players getting it on. Yeah.
Correct. And I did not realize that there's like a whole thing where hockey players never come out as gay.
Okay. I believe that.
Yeah. I mean, right. So statistically, it would be hard to kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, statistically like that, it's impossible, fellas, but okay.
So now this is kind of interesting. They're like, is this show, Heated Rivalry, is it helping the NHL? Because ticket sales for NHL tickets are up, according to SeatGeek. And they think it's all due to the spicy and secret romance of Heated Rivalry. They analyzed 3 different week-long periods during the season so far, compared to the same time last year. Ticket sales were up 24%.
Damn.
The same time the first episode aired on HBO Max. They also said the day after the show aired, there was an increased average ticket price from $127 to $142. Also, first increase in first-time purchasers and solo ticket sales.
Oh, absolutely. It's related to that.
Obviously, it could be complete coincidence or whatever.
It could be.
Yeah, but hockey players are young and typically good-looking.
Yeah, and I think, I think for a lot of people, I don't think they expect to see hockey players making that on the ice, but I think it piqued their interest in the actual sport of hockey.
Right? I would also think for some people, too, say you're just a woman, and you just
a woman.
God damn it, it's not what I meant. But you're a woman.
One of those.
You don't really care about hockey. Now you see this show. Maybe it's fun just to go to the game and guess which guys you think are. I don't know. I did not realize this show had started on HBO Max. There was just a lot of jokes about this. And
sure.
I saw one woman on the internet just going off, like, you're telling me there's never been one gay guy? And I was like, oh.
No, we're telling you there's not one gay guy that's come out.
Correct.
Big difference.
Right. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, it seems like it would make sense. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just people are like, holy S, I got to watch more hockey.
Sure. You know what would be the litmus on this, Ted?
What's that?
The team in Palm Springs. If their ticket sales are up with the population down there, then it's an absolute correlation.
Okay. All right.
The Firebirds up?
There is.
Because it's Palm Springs.
But I think the Firebirds already draw pretty good.
Well, they do.
But have they drawn better?
Yeah. And again, I don't know that this would be as much as like gay men going to see it as like women who are now, it's peaked
No, the
their
stat
interest.
I heard was that most of the new ticket sales have been female.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're talking about first-time purchasers.
Exactly.
This and that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Now Thrill's exactly right. I don't think anybody's going to come out there and just be like, you know what, screw it. Drop the gloves in your pants, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if...
Hey, now, it's going to get kinky.
Drop your gloves and drop your pants.
You want to fight or you want to... like, I don't know, man.
Grind it in.
Very confused.
You think that makes SportsCenter? Would that make SportsCenter?
If two NHL players dropped their gloves and started making out, yeah, I think it's making SportsCenter.
Here's what I also think.
I think it's going to be the lead story on every newscast, not just sports newscast. We would use it for a question of the day.
You could put any of those guys in tights, including the goalies. And they could go out there and they could do a figure skating routine to some degree.
I'm sure.
You know?
I think
And
most
they
of
can
them are
skate.
already in tights underneath their pads.
Probably.
A man can dream, Ted.
Yeah. Now I got that in my head.
Unfortunately, we talked about this Friday. Catherine O'Hare passed away. Still not a ton of stuff out there on what actually happened.
Yeah.
Other than she was 71. Like I said, it was shocking. Nobody knew that she was really sick or anything. They just said there was a brief illness. So there's not a ton more we know. She had a condition called, I'm not going to try it. Basically, Miles was talking about this earlier. Her organs in the chest and abdomen are all positioned opposite of where they normally are. It's like a mirror image.
Yeah.
Enrique Iglesias and Donny Osmond also have it.
But you can look at Donnie and tell.
Yeah, so who knows? I mean, I guess the last time everybody saw her, she kind of looked thin and frail. But again, she's in her
So is Donny Osmond.
She's 71. I mean, you go like, right. You would just attribute it to that. I would.
Yeah, but super sad story. And you saw a lot of stories over the weekend coming out. Everybody talking great about her and stuff.
My son, he knows her from Home Alone, right? I don't know that he knows her from anything else, but he found out Saturday. So we're in the car. He's scrolling through his phone, and he meant it. He's like, oh, my God, Kevin's mom is dead. And we're like, yes, it was an actress named Catherine O'Hare, but it bugged him.
And that role is so iconic. Like, I almost forget that's her in that.
Yeah.
I'm so used to her, Best in Show, all these other stuff she's been in. I'm always like, oh, yeah, that is her.
That's right, yeah.
That is her. Let's see. I want to say over on NFL Network, you have like the opening night ceremonies of NFL stuff if you want to check that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look,
It's begun.
Between Mike McDonald being a coach and Vrabel, you're not going to hear much out of these players other than it's great to be here.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. A woman driving home from Walmart decides to crack her neck. Because of that, she has a stroke. Meanwhile, a man on a Universal Studios tour shows everyone the chicken that he likes to choke. South Carolina man stops to get pretzels and walks out with $200,000 in a lottery prize. A Washington man says he is the piggyback bandit, and it's exactly what it implies. And a man got back at his noisy neighbor and does so remotely. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
All right, our top story. We go to the lovely world of the internet, where one woman's story is gaining attention. She's a stay-at-home mother of 3, which presents its own challenges and stresses in the day-to-day grind. So much so that she, like many others, relieves the stress from time to time by stretching and cracking her neck. Do we have any neck crackers in this room?
If need be, but not general.
Right. If it's sore and it kind of needs to be stretched out, I will.
Sure.
But, not so much anymore. Let's see here. Now, we all know that cracking our own necks is not recommended by your doctor, but it doesn't stop a lot of us from doing it. Yeah, they actually tell you not to do it.
I did not know that.
But it doesn't stop a lot of us from doing it, and that's when things like this happen. One particularly spicy crack left a lasting soreness in the woman's neck that went on for days as she attempted to soothe the pain with medications. Just taking Advil and stuff like that. Eventually, she was at home one day when a bright light flashed in front of her eyes and the right side of her body went completely numb. Recognizing that she was in medical peril, her husband drove her to the emergency room where a CT scan revealed she had suffered a stroke as a result of her cracking her neck.
Jesus, man.
Cracking the neck led to an arterial dissection, I think is what they called that, which then led to a blood clot that went up into her brain.
I would not be cracking my neck.
Luckily, the clot that was caused by the crack dissolved quick enough that doctors didn't need to operate, and she made a full recovery, but claims that this has had a lasting effect on how she considers her health. So, when they're saying, don't crack your neck because you'll get a stroke, they mean it.
Dang.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Exactly. Just pop them. And look, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be totally fine, I'm sure. But then, boy, you get that wrong one, man. As I'm sitting here massaging my neck.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing that for years.
Just wait, man. In other news, over in Ohio, a man on the loose has turned himself over to police. Officers got a call from a man staying in a local hotel complaining of chest pains. When they arrived on the scene, they found their caller laying naked on the hotel bed, but not suffering any of said chest pains. He had made up the call to bring officers to him to inform them that he was famous. He wanted to brag to the officers that he was banned in 20 states, all hailing him as the piggyback bandit, a man that repeatedly found his way into the headlines for jumping onto the backs of non-consenting or non-knowing high school athletes following their games.
He's been
bouncing around states doing this.
Yes.
And he's from
states.
here. He's from here.
Yeah, he's a Washington guy.
Good luck.
And he jumps on high school kids' backs after they win
for a piggyback ride.
Correct.
Like a football game?
Yeah.
That's pretty damn creepy.
Yeah, that's
a little bit.
Also seems wicked dangerous. The poor bastard doesn't know a grown man's going to jump on him.
He received a citation for an alleged theft of snacks from the hotel and followed up on a promise to authorities that he'd be leaving the state, and they confirmed he's Florida's problem now. So that's.
Is he a tiny dude?
He's got to be.
You think Florida's like, how's that a problem?
Right.
Everyone here is weird.
We'll just set him up with Frank down there.
It's all good.
Tag team the park down there. That is a weird obsession to have.
Yeah.
I like getting piggyback rides from high school kids.
I'm just thinking if I'm a parent and there's my kid doing whatever athletic thing like that, the story ends differently.
Yeah. That's not going to be a thing.
Without question.
Right. I mean, I went once to watch Maryland play in an NCAA tournament game out in Spokane. And we had good seats, right? Then after the game, because they won, one of the Maryland players came over to we were sitting. There was only a few Maryland fans that high-fived us all and stuff, but I would have walked across the court and been great win.
Right.
This is our celebration.
Exactly. A man's story is making headlines regarding how he quote-unquote trained his downstairs neighbor. The story goes back roughly 20 years, where the man was enjoying watching his Dish Network TV, but noticed something a little weird with his remote. It's an RF remote that doesn't require a line of sight, but noticed that his volume would sometimes go up without him prompting it. He tried everything to fix the issue. He pulled the batteries out of the remote. He unplugged the unit to reset it. All of it in vain. The volume continued to change seemingly without command. And that's about the time that he realized that his downstairs neighbor also had a dish unit. They had the exact same unit, the exact same remote that didn't need that line of sight, and was having the exact same issue because they were both using that same type of remote, and the frequency was bouncing between the two units. When he went downstairs to talk the issue out, the neighbor slammed the door in his face before he could get an explanation out, uttering a cold, "Whatever you're selling, I'm not buying." He literally got out, "Hey there, my name's Mike. I'm your upstairs neighbor. I'm not buying it." And he just slammed the door straight in his face. Didn't want to hear a word. So our boy used that as an opportunity to have some fun. He kept the remote in his bedside drawer, and if the neighbor's TV got too loud, he'd turn the box off altogether.
Son of a bitch! Well, he's not a nice guy anyway.
It didn't take long before he noticed that he lost the need to turn off the neighbor's box after a while, effectively training his neighbor through Pavlovian methods.
Oh, very nice.
After a while, it was like, "Yeah, he's not too loud down there. How you doing, buddy?"
Good on him.
It's like, I like the idea that there's somebody running around right now that won't let their TV go above an 18 on the volume scale because if it gets too high,
it
just shuts off. It's the weirdest doggone thing.
I'm sure he's called Dish Network or whoever's like, dude, I'm telling you, someone has a remote, sir. That is not how it works.
But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully, there's good news.
To South Carolina, where a hankering for a snack could win you big bucks. A local man was driving home one day when he felt the familiar sting of the munchies coming on. He stopped at a local convenience store and bought himself a bag of pretzels for the road, but while standing at the counter, he caught the gambling bug as well and bought himself a $5 scratch ticket. That paid off in a big way as he hit the $200,000 jackpot. He immediately drove to Columbia to cash his winnings and says some of it will go towards paying off of his car. Fantastic.
How about the rest?
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to talk about the rest. We don't know what happened to that. Men's Room Sports, you got college hoops on ESPN and CBS Sports and pro basketball on Peacock. As far as your weather, should be clouds that we're dealing with tonight with a low of 45 and mostly cloudy skies tomorrow with a high right around 57. And that is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
We've got songs as old as the Seattle Seahawks tomorrow on Sit and Spin. The lovely Jolene coming up in seconds.
Yes, indeed. It is all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this biatch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Homes.com has collaboration tools to help home shoppers search, share, and discuss home shopping with family, friends, and their agent directly through the site. Though it was fun to get that email from your husband about that 3-bedroom in the hills, to which you replied via text that you would never live in the hills and you'd like to find a 3-bedroom closer to the beach. To which he replied, "Why are you so uncompromising?" A fun way to spend an afternoon, but we think it's just a tad bit easier our way. Homes.com. Ding dong. We've done your homework.
Hiring isn't just about finding someone willing to take the job. It's about getting the right person with the right background who can move your business forward. And to find candidates who match what you're looking for, trust Indeed-sponsored jobs. Stop struggling to get your job post even seen on other sites. Give your job the best chance to be seen with Indeed-sponsored jobs. They help you stand out and hire quality candidates who can drive the results you need. Sponsored jobs boost your post for quality candidates, so you can reach the exact people you you want faster. Join the 1.6 million companies that sponsor their jobs with Indeed. Spend more time interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results now with Indeed sponsored jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/listen. Just go to Indeed.com/listen right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/listen. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way with Indeed.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards, but did you know we print everything you need to get your brand in front of your fans? We print banners and signs that help your business stand out. We print postcards and flyers that get people talking. And we print must-have merch like tote bags, t-shirts, and water bottles. Whether you want a few or a few thousand, we print on everything so that customers can go from noticing your brand to falling in love with it. Right now, new customers can get 20% off with code NEW20. Because if you need it, we print it at Vistaprint.ca.
No matter why your clients give, a donor-advised fund from DAF Giving 360 makes charitable giving simple and efficient. They can get a tax deduction upon funding an account, and their assets can potentially grow tax-free as they recommend when and where to give. DAF Giving 360 has over 25 years of experience bringing donors, financial advisors, and charities together to make a greater impact. Learn more at dafgiving360.org/advisors.